Guys, I'm not crying. I haven't even started it yet. Dude. Can I get a quick mic check along with audio check? Can you still hear me clearly? Kind of clearly? Ish clearly? A little clearly? Tiny bit clearly? I think I'm centered. Audio good. Thank you. Hello. It feels a little nervous today streaming. I feel like, honestly, even with the Apex stream, like it feels weird to not be on VCraft. It feels weird to like to be like normal, despite the character I'm playing being relatively normal than anything, right? You sound good, thank you. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, stop it, you. Stop it. Twirls my hair. Hello. Yeah, it feels weird to be Lan again. Even though, really, I wasn't all too different. Well, I guess I was pretty different. But I'm like not in the game. I'm not in the game. Oi. Oh!
Gummy Bear super chatted $1.20.
Wow.
Land my fave Kara in hashtag craft enchantedillism. Blue heart emoji.
Gummy! Oh, Gummy, I was gonna be responding to your message, the sweet message you left in my previous VOD. I was like finding the right words, but thank you so much for the kind super. But thank you so much for your response, like your message genuinely that you left. Oh my god, I was like, oof, oh, my heart, this feeling, it's a little painful. This achiness and everything. Thank you, Gummy. I'm so happy to have heard the reception afterwards and during, but mostly afterwards, how people really enjoyed VCraft for many reasons. And I want to start off with that first, actually. We're gonna go right into it. I'm gonna do the introductions thing like midway or like right before I do something else. But the first thing I want to say is that I genuinely am so thankful and so grateful to have been invited to VCraft Enchanted. It's technically the second RP server I'm in. The first one was the Pow World one, but that one lasted less than 2 weeks, and I was only on for maybe around 2 days. For maybe like, I don't know, like a few hours, and I was pretty much, aside from like an hour and a two, by myself. So I was role-playing a lot with myself and with chat. So this one, getting to experience the different characters that people have created live, getting to interact with them, getting into different storylines, mixing and turning, things getting flipped around, all the plannings and stuff like that was truly such a delight. It was such a treat. And I was being fed breakfast, lunch, snacks in between, dinner. Oh my lord.
Ebi Mavi super chatted $1.70.
Oh, wow.
I discovered
Oh
you
my
from
lord.
VCE and am so glad you joined.
Ebi.
Face holding back
Oh,
tears
thank you
emoji.
kindly.
Face holding back
Oh
tears
my god,
emoji.
thank you so much for coming by the stream, but thank you so much for watching VCraft in the first place. Dude, it is so freaking insane how much like how touching it is to see this many people follow along with the stories, all the intertwined stories, you know, all the stories that were dramatic, all the stories that were light, people following it, yearning for it, you know, clips of it, fan arts of it. Oh my god, I could talk endlessly about how much I've thoroughly enjoyed my time, and afterwards thoroughly enjoyed my time as a fan, as a viewer, alongside with you guys, just going through everything. You really made the experience so lovely. Oof, yikes, ooh, my heart, ooh, why did it flutter there? Art really tied everything together, and your interactions with others were so lovely. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Ibimabi, thank you so much for the super though. Very kind of you. And I'm very thankful. Thank you for liking my story. So again, that I'm very thankful for my time. Thank you to Mr. Kaneshiro for having me on the server. Thank you to the hard work of those that were involved in it. And thank you guys for following me on my character development from what it was before to what it is in the end, which is, let me tell you guys, a whole 180. Like, it is so unbelievable how different my character turned out to be from what I originally thought I would go. Zunu, hello. Oh my god. Meinu, hello. No, thank you. Mint, oh my god, Mint, oh, I have so much I want to say. Thank you, it truly means a lot. Renaya. So let me first off by saying this too. Okay, so let me lay down some basic stuff that I want to put out first, just to make things a little clear about my stance on it. Is that, you know, Lamp as a character was platonic on all the friendship / relationships she had, like. Not relationships, just all the interactions she had was truly platonic. There was not a single thought of mine for her to chase after romance, you know, not a single thought where her interaction was meant to be seen as a romantic act on her part. Because there is no time for that. There is no time for that, right? We were all thrown into a world, only finding out afterwards that we were summoned. And she, as someone who came from something that was supposed to be Earth, was shocked. Like, there's no time for romance. Just letting you guys know right now. Nothing that I talked to people about and nothing that I approached people about had any intentions. Yeah. It was a different kind of love. And it was the love of friendship. And the second thing that I wanted to mention is that, okay, this is just from my perspective, okay? Obviously, this is how I view myself, but this is me looking at the screen that's in front of me. This is how I'm looking at the movie that's playing it out in front of me. As Lamp lives her life, she is watching a movie happen in real time. She's watching people smile. She's watching a fight. She's watching grass move in the wind. She's watching the sun rise. This is what she sees. She doesn't see herself in a way that people may see her. And she, despite noticing, doesn't notice her being noticed. Which I feel like is a pretty real life emotion that we can connect to. So me, after everything, seeing and hearing people's reaction towards Lamp's actions and thoughts, acting, words, paintings, moved me a lot as a person. As a character first, and then hit me in the heart right afterwards, because to hear all these... Oh, fuck. Sorry. I've heard the words in character, and they already hit me, but then I hear it again afterwards, after laying everything down. Everything's out now. It's all done. Hearing it again afterwards, after the entire VCraft Enchanted was done, going through the clips, going through the messages, rewatching VODs, and seeing the messages, hearing it from members, hearing it again, it really, really, really affects me. It makes me really emotional, and it makes me so happy that you guys can see this character that I built like that. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for following the path of Lamp throughout this time. I regret that I will say first off is that I do regret not being involved sooner. But I have a whole reason for that, right? I have a whole reason for that. Also, welcome in everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I will give an introduction to myself very soon. I just really wanted to get this all out, and you know, I was trying to let it marinate for the last 2 days, 3 days, but like, I think we all miss VCraft very much. I think we all miss it in a way that each of us can only describe as yearning for it again, yearning for that experience once more, for that 12-hour session each day. But oh my god, I lost my train of thought. What was it? Oh yes. That. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought again. Oh no. Okay, let me just read the comments instead. I did. A way that I would describe how I put Lamp out there is that I think that she herself is very raw in how she chooses to deliver her stuff, right? I think this is definitely something that I mentioned in her book and also in my speech afterwards, is that her canvases display the thoughts that she can't say herself, and that her paintings are her version of an open book. So if people say that your face is an open book, it shows that you're able to express how you feel during that time. But I think that the way I wanted to portray is that her paintings are the ones that are showing all the emotions that she may not be able to display properly during those times. And I truly hope that that was able to be portrayed forward. Lamp thought she was only a painter, but her art interactions gave life to so many aspects of the server. Lilac, I swear to god, if you make me cry 20 minutes into the stream, I'm gonna freak it. I'm gonna freak it real hard. I'm gonna freak it real hard. Oh my god, thank you. There was someone who was very kind to have just transcribed all the speeches on the bonfire that day. And I looked back at my speech, and I looked back at how imperfect it was, but at the same time perfect, because yes, it was still my character, it was still me, but it was still my character. Being unable to fully express how she felt during that moment, surrounded by everybody, people that she's familiar with, people she's been acquainted with, people who she's grown very attached to. So it was a very overwhelming feeling during that time, for sure. Everyone's heart is still new, which I agree. And I agree. Thank you, Flames. How do I even do this? I don't I've been watching all the first zatsudan so far for VCrafters, and yet I myself can't even muster what I want to express myself. I have so many things running in my mind right now. Oh my god, maybe the painter role was really the role that was meant for me, you know what I mean? So let's start off with Lamp's beginning. If you guys may recall the book that I left in the art gallery, her beginnings was of a regular office worker that does a 9-to-5, stuck in an office all day, you know, stuck in these big white walls, these 4 walls, and she's there drinking her drinks just to stay productive and be able to work. And how that tied in was that for the first few days of VCraft, I ended up 2,000 blocks away from spawn. I was down south. I found a witch hut. I killed the witch there. I stayed in the hut for like 3 days straight. 4 days straight, maybe? I found a waystone along the way. I stole it from a nearby village. I put it down at the hut. And that was my method of transportation, was either I would waypoint if I had a teleport point in the town, or I would slingshot my way from where I am 2,000 blocks away all the way to the main town, because right in between was Omi's ranch and also Remia's place. I'm trying to get used to saying their actual names instead of the character names. Maybe I should say the character names instead. Oh yeah, the one that Calvin read out loud fucking killed me, man. I was like, why is this guy so loud? This guy is always so soft-spoken whenever I hear him. Why is he so loud this time? I was like, to Violet during that time, I was like, should I kill him? I'll blow up this place right now. I didn't have a single thing of TNT. I barely had any. I had like some mage books that I didn't have the mana for at all. But I was like, I would demolish this place once more. Oh my god, she got bored from the white office walls. I see, when I was thinking these things too, I didn't realize the use of colors that I had throughout my story from the start, which I myself was not aware of until much later on. Until like the last day, and even after the last day, like now, like hours before, I was realizing things that I've never seen before. Cat Pacino, thank you so much for the gifted member. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's a crazy snipe too. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So going from the office worker, being isekai'd into a world that she knows nothing about, fucking dying, and being so scared of her first death, because death was something that was more permanent in her other world, right? It's only one chance. What they say, YOLO, you know, you only live once. So that was one time. But then she realized soon afterwards that she can die over and over and over again. She still gets respawn. And the furthest I ever died was like 4,000 blocks away, off in the freaking woods. And I didn't have a slingshot, didn't have a waystone, I had nothing to my name, and I ran across the entire continent trying to find my stuff again. So the first few days of VCraft Enchanted with me, for me, was very much a single player game. There were some times when I would speak to Mia, when I would speak to Miss Faye, but other than that, I was pretty much by myself. And I think the persona that I had then was that I wished to bring energy drinks into the Enchanted Realm, which is why my first thought was like, the witch hut has like cauldrons, I'm gonna start brewing. And so brewing I did, you know, I tried to get all the materials myself. There came a time where I needed to go to the Nether in order to get glowstone dust, which I didn't get until like much later on, because glowstone dust makes potions even more potent. Like you get a tier 2 version. And so that's when I decided to go to the town with the intention of going to the Nether, because they had a portal there. The first time I went to the Nether, I died 3 times. And that was the first time that I actually managed to meet the sheriff very briefly. And after I asked the sheriff if there were adventurers that could actually assist in escorting, you know, merchants into difficult places. And he said, well, there's an adventurer named Vaughn. Vaughn? I think it was Vaughn, right? Vaughn that was very good at like bodyguard stuff. And then to check out the Adventurer Guild. And it just so happened that the Nether portal that I went into, that I tried going to again, was under the Adventurer Guild's property? Yeah, property. Hello, welcome in. And so I went into the Nether portal again. There was a gas looking me straight in the fucking face, and it blew up the Nether portal. And then I died again, so I traveled yet another 2,000 blocks back to the town. And that's when I met Mr. Leo for the first time, who helped me get my stuff back. In the midst of him going with me and him trying to make the place like safer to go into, I died again to fire. And I traveled yet another 2,000 blocks back in to the town. And so it was a whole back and forth for me. After dying another time, Mr. Leo during that time helped me getting the stuff back, and like said that he would help me in the future if I needed to go back to the Nether. And so we promised on that. It never happened, by the way. I think we tried to plan it a different time, but then we both got really sidetracked. It was a challenge going into the Nether. I forgot how difficult it was. But that was when I first kind of nicknamed him Mr. Hero, because genuinely that he saved me. He allowed me to get my stuff back, what little stuff I had back, and I was really grateful for that. And that was the start of my journey of like having some thoughts of like life, and then having thoughts of like, maybe it's a good idea for me to either move closer to the city or to be able to talk to people more, because if people like him are so kind, maybe other people can also provide that same type of connection to me. I go into town. I meet Omi first. Afterwards, Omi I give the energy drinks to. Omi fucking loves it. They're running around in joy. They're like, I love energy drinks, and I'm like, I love energy drinks too. We bond over it. They said, and I said that I'm actually gonna be trying to make a vending machine in the town, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be there as soon as it's done. And I'm like, bet, let's go. And then I go ahead and I try making it. When I first started the stream, I had a really different voice that I pulled up. I was talking like Deku from My Hero Academia. Because I thought that my character would at first be a funnier character, like a comic relief almost, you know. But I soon found that putting on a facade like that, not only was it just tiring to do that voice, I don't understand how Mr. Rose does it. He's insane. I can't put the voice up for that long. And also that I found myself stuck in place of how I wanted to play the character, because what is my character gonna do? Like, am I just going to brew by myself and just mine by myself and just gather the things myself, and then I just like make vending machines and I just sell them? Is that it? And so I was character blocked. I character blocked myself, wondering how can I continue talking to people, you know? How can I bridge that connection? Like, what is the point of me doing all of this if I'm here, you know? I want to move to town. I want to talk to people. But can I talk to people properly if I'm not doing my role? What is my role? So it was a lot of questions that I ended up asking myself. Like, how do I want to move forward to this? And how do I want to talk to people? This is where my second regret comes in. My second regret is not streaming enough in the beginning. A lot of the stuff I did ended up being off stream. Because VCraft Enchanted actually started the day of my birthday. So I was so sad I couldn't attend the first day. I couldn't attend the first day properly. I only got on for like maybe like 15 minutes at like, what, 3:30 a.m. or something? So my birthday landed on the same day as the start. And for the next 2 days afterwards, I didn't stream much of it. And then I only did like, what, 3-4 hour streams, because I'm streaming at nighttime. And I missed out on a lot. Because I wasn't present. That's all.
Kurosachi Chinoa Kinoa super chatted $3.37. Hi Highland.
Wow.
I'm so happy to
Thank
meet
you for the
through craft.
super.
You are so
Oh my
talented,
lord.
and your paintings and words brought me to tears
my.
so many times. Black heart emoji, Lism.
No, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much for your kind words. It means a lot. Thank you. Holy guacamole. Thank you. I'm so grateful to have met you guys. Let's put it that way. I'm very grateful that you guys were loving VCraft as much as I was, because, you know, yes, I'm here behind, on the screen, but I am also still as much as a fan as you guys are of everyone else that was involved. It was really good. Yeah, but it was okay for the FOMO, because even so, that just means that canonically, Lamp didn't know some of the events that were going on. The first painting I ever made in the game was for Nadine, actually, Miss Nadine, who is a mage. And that was the testing painting. I only had the basic colors. I had like 5 colors to my name. That I got a palette and I just drew one night, gave it to her, she loved it, I got off. The next day when I got back on, I got more colors. And I actually asked... Oh, this is not my first encounter with Mr. Zealand, but one of the memorable first meetings, because I was pretty nervous to speak to him, because I was, again, new to town. I didn't really know people too well. And as a as a foreign person to an enchanted realm, who's also new to a town, who hasn't really developed a relationship with any townspersons yet, I was like shifting my way into the community center, where I got to introduce myself to Mr. Zealand for the first time, and he to me. And I asked him during that time if he had any flowers that I can make into dye, and he went upstairs, and I actually asked, like, am I allowed to follow you? And he's like, yeah, come up. So I went up, and he pointed towards the barrel that had the flowers, and he's like, go in there and look if there's anything you need to get. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you. And I looked in there in the barrel, and I actually got two to three flowers. One of them was a green one of them was a rose, and something else I forgot. And so I said thank you. I was really grateful for it, because I got all the flowers I had around me, but I was missing some still. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And I'm like, okay. As a thank you, can you please stand there as I take a mental image of your looks? And he's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, are you wearing a helmet? He's like, no, I'm not wearing a helmet. And so as soon as I got that quote unquote mental image, I ran back home, and I drew a portrait of Mr. Zealand. This is when I was off stream. No, this is when he was off stream too, I think. Maybe? So when you guys go up to where Mrs. Zealand has his storage, there's like a cute little like chibi-esque portrait there. So that was one of my first drawings of mine that I drew. The first that I remember drawing was for Nodin, Miss Nabubu, Mr. Zealand, and then Mr. Hero, Mr. Leo. Oh my god, I gotta fix that. For Mr. Hero. And what I try to portray there was that these were clumsy drawings. Not clumsy as in they were bad drawings, but they were, I want to say, a little superficial, right? They were only facial drawings. Like, they were only how they looked kind of drawings. The portraits were super, like, they were very normal. Very cute, don't get me wrong, very cute. But they were just of their physical appearance. It didn't have anything to do with their character all too much. Until later on. Oh my god, I don't even know how to describe the events. Like, what are we on right now? I'm just kind of describing Lamp's, like, developmental journey. Thank you! I thought it was a really cute painting, too. Thank you for liking my character in VCraft. It means the absolute world. And so I started drawing a lot more, right? I drew for the court case. For example, I was the unofficial court case, the court artist. Doc actually had messaged me the night before saying if I was able to. I got there like a few minutes late, but I still managed to draw stuff, which was freaking awesome. I drew, for example, one of the yaoi arts that you see. I drew for the Father Freyed and also the Iron Golem. One of the more pivotal drawings that I did, though, was after... Oh my god, I'm like going all over the place with the timeline. So guys, please follow with me here. The K barbecue incident. Father Freyed blew up. Father Freyed blew up. Father Freyed died. Whole scenario where it was like, who did it? What happened? Why the Father Freyed? Because Father Freyed was kind of the epiphany of what good was during that time, right? He was basically what the appearance of ultimate good was. He united the community, all factions together, all churches together in the same place, gathered us to deliver a heartwarming speech, all this food that was given to us. And Father Freyed united us during that one time. So that was our one time of unity. Minty, go! Thank you so much. And so when Father Freyed died and he didn't come back, for me as a character, that was a pivotal point, because then I'm thinking, So death is still in this world. And I was very, very like confused and conflicted, because my thought over the course of the past few days was that we come back. This world has kept us here. Like, we always respawn. We always come back. That the cycle of death, it just keeps on going over and over again. It was such a confusing time for someone who only knew of permanence, and then when it respawns or available as if it was a game, being so relaxed for that, and then figuring out afterwards that there is a possibility of never coming back again. And that was when I decided to draw Father Freight as the heavenly kind of figure that he was to the Church of Cat. And on that day that I had brought it up to the Church of Chat, Boog was actually there, and I had a pretty heart-wrenching talk with Boog, because it was like I wasn't sure what my faith was during that time. Like, where should I put my beliefs? Like, what do I believe in now? Like, what do I follow? And then Brother Shu came afterwards. They also showed me something that Father Freight had left for Boog when Boog left the House of Yuri, which was stating something along the lines of like something along that like tomorrow will come. Something I'm like super much like paraphrasing everything. But I thought that touched my heart a lot, and that was a turning point for Lamp's character, because I didn't find that same fulfillment in making energy drinks, blindly following these like churches and stuff like that. And so I stuck to myself for a while, not joining any churches, because if this is something that what I thought was going to be cool, hurt another church, then why am I in that church of hurt? Like, why do I have to follow this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? And so I lost my way a lot. It was a pretty like confusing point for me as a character. Like, where am I going now? Like, where do I belong? Like, what am I supposed to do now? And I think that my resolve to kind of change my mindset and to look towards a better future was only after I had that really insanely, like, perhaps that was my first emotional talk of the server. No, my second emotional talk of the server, I'm sorry. Where I spoke to Mrs. Zealand. that talk did get me to tear up, because it's still a very, very real type of topic. But when you bring that topic into a world where where death is not possible, but it is possible at the same time, it's like you understand that there is confusion when we discussed it, but also getting that clarity from Mrs. Zealand was so meaningful to me and so impactful to me as a character. Hysteria, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. I'm still bouncing around. I just have so many things that I want to say, and like all these moments that pop up, all these characters. What I'm gonna do afterwards too, after I briefly introduce myself, is that I'm going to be talking about, down the list hopefully, how I met this person, how they impacted me, and also what was my most memorable kind of experience with them. Oh, but the talk with Mrs. Zealand was like, shit. Like shit. Like this guy is wise, but this guy was someone that I could connect to on an emotional level, as an outsider, as someone who's lost her path, as someone who's confused, but also as someone who's just so lost in life in general. So like, I was so confused about everything. I was so distraught. I'm like, was I thinking wrong the entire time? Like, what am I to live for? But he really gave me that clarity to continue forward with everything, which was so freaking awesome. Hello, Renthop, how are you? Oh my god, like, where do I go from here? There are so many like important moments that like are clouding the way that I want to talk about things. Wow, maybe I should be drawing this out instead, guys, to explain my thoughts. Mr. Zealand was extremely good at listening, and I would say, yeah, it's the right thing, but also at the same time, for the type of talk it was, and because it was all roleplay and all improv, that there was no right or wrong way to approach this type of conversation. It was just what feels like it would answer towards this direction that we want to go towards. And he absolutely did. He crushed it. The talk that I had with Boog, the talk I had with with Brother Shu during the time, and then the talk afterwards with Mrs. Zealand, they were so impactful to me as a character. And they completely changed the way that I pivoted my character from a very whimsical, carefree brewer to someone who decided to step back and look out instead, and to really soak in whatever life they were given at that moment. I like all your voices, different voice. Thank you. Wow, thank you for the member. I'm so sorry I cannot read your name, but I really truly do appreciate you joining the membership. Please welcome in. Thank you so much. And it was after those points, after Father Freight's portrait, that I started drawing in more detail. And when I say more detail, they were basically my image of the person I was portraying, or the thing that I was portraying, but in a way that I would see them do. Like, how would I interpret their actions during that time, instead of how do they look, what do they look like? So adding in background, adding in different expressions, that kind of thing. Being more aware and noticing them as their person as opposed to what they looked like. I think I started doing that so much more in all the paintings I did afterwards. Konnichiwa, welcome. Oh my god. And it was after that point of talking with Mrs. Zealand that I wanted to open up that art gallery in order to show the world how I saw the world as someone who was not involved in a lot of the fights going on, and someone who was not involved in other types of storylines. Of course, there was no main storyline. It was just a storyline. Every single person that breathed life into their character in VCraft Enchanted had their own story. The cheesiest thing I can say is that they are the main characters of their own stories. And that's completely true. Each character that was brought to life has a personality that is distinguished from each other, right? They're all unique in their own ways. They all do different things. even if they're just, for example, townspeople. I will mention that something that I was particularly sad to read was that about like midway in the after the court case, in the like Twitter, for example, whatever, there were some people who were saying that they were very disappointed in the townspeople, or that they thought the townspeople were bad because they didn't do anything. They thought the townspeople were evil because they weren't like helping, they weren't doing anything. But at the same time, would we have known? Canonically, what is it possible for everybody to know? A town is not a town if not for life in the town. What is the point of having a town if there's no one there, right? If someone threatens a town, the only way that that threat would make sense if there's people in the town that matter. But in the town, each person mattered. Each person was doing something. You had the tavern keep. You had the doctor. You had the bakers. Everyone was very important in their role. And everyone mattered, which is why the disruption of that peace matters a lot too. And that's why the people were upset. People were upset because, like, why would you want to fight the town? The town, they're innocent, or they're not that they're innocent, but they're doing their own stuff. Why are you bothering them? That kind of thing. So the reason why people were protected of the town is because there's people in the town, right? Everyone in there was doing what they wanted to do. There was no reason for people to necessarily follow into this other story if it didn't involve them. For me, yes, I was aware of the situation, but I was only aware if I saw it myself or if I heard it from somebody. If somebody killed somebody, I didn't hear nothing, then how am I gonna know somebody died? Like that kind of thing. You have to understand that, or not you guys, but in general, it was a server that was meant for open RP. Like heavier RP, light RP, whatever people were comfortable with. People came in there not knowing how to roleplay as much, and I came in there thinking that, my experience as roleplaying is only with like some D&D campaigns, but other than that, it's not as much as, other people would be. But it was kind of like, if I was like, for me, I wasn't, after the court case, I went straight back to town. I didn't stay there. I didn't even know an explosion happened until I saw it in the chat feed. I didn't even know anything that happened afterwards. If I was like, yeah, he killed him. Yeah, he killed all of them. He was so mad and angry, he killed all of them. I wouldn't have known that. All I saw in my vision was that the chat feed was going crazy with that. That's all I saw. That's all I know. So that's why my perception was not the same as someone who actively died during that bombing. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to understand, they have to understand, people who complain like that have to understand that not everyone is gonna know what happens during those moments. Yes, I really appreciate Luca saying that that he appreciated the people who were just doing what they wanted to do. And that's why the town for me was very important. That's all different lives that are being lived right there. Most of the townspeople didn't get asked to help for things. Only some people did, and it was mostly people who usually helped others that weren't either. Yeah, it was just, everyone was doing their thing. Like, it wasn't like everyone had to be involved in it. Some people were pulled in it, which was totally cool. A lot of the stuff, like the main stuff, were discussed beforehand. So, like, don't worry. Vox wanted to give you an Oscar. Dude, when I heard what he said this morning, I was watching the VOD again. I'm like, I can't believe that, because I don't see myself like that at all. I feel like guys, I'm yes, I get emotional, but I'm not an always crier, okay? I don't cry at like everything. I think I just got into my role like really badly. Like I in those moments, I was truly someone who lost something. I think I was going through grief in a way that Lamp would go through it. Many of the characters had quite a bit of background, so conflict was definitely gonna happen. Oh, the conflict was so good, and the RP from everybody was so freaking good. Dude, it was so freaking good. It was so good. Everyone was so good at what they did. Some people had no idea who Elle was. Yeah, I met Elle, like myself in person, 2 times. I met Elle one time when Elle came by with oh my god, my brain is like not braining right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah, oh, when Elle came by with Altesius, because Altesius was looking for melons, for glistening melons to make, I assumed to be instant health potions, and it just so happened that I was already brewing some, so I had glistening melons with me. So I was like being the friendly neighbor, like, oh, I don't have any melons right now because I already made them all into glistening, but if this is what you need, this is what I have. So I gave him some, and he was like, oh yeah, this is exactly what we're looking for, actually. And during that time, I actually was just beginning my painting journey, so I was like, well, he asked like what I wanted in return. I'm like, well, I don't really want anything or need anything right now, but if you would like, can I draw you guys just like as a example, like for my new hobby? They're like, yeah, family portrait or whatever, because he's like, maybe Elle's my long lost like father or something. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so confused with the plot. Like, I didn't expect the lore drop immediately, but that was pretty sick. Yeah, they were really nice, so I really liked them both. And so I drew Altesius, and I also draw Elle early on as well. And I gave him the portrait during the KBBQ, which is funny. Also, side note, Lucian, I'm now remembering where I first heard him from. There was that one clip that was going around on YouTube and TikTok of Haka, Roscoe, and Lucian when they were laughing together, and Haka was like, Lucian laughs like a rich billionaire. He's like, ha, piete, or something like that. Ha. And I'm like, well, that shit was so funny. And I'm now thinking that's how I remember them, and that's where I remember them from. I thought that clip was so funny. I actually found it again today. Funny ass clip. It was so good. Yeah, the rich laugh was so freaking funny. It was so good. It was done. The clip is just
Cream Soda
what a
Dreaming
great
super
portrayal.
chatted $1.42. The clarity in her heart shines through in her RP. Face holding back tears.
Thank you
emoji.
so much,
Green
Cream
heart
Soda
emoji.
Dream, for dreaming for the kind super. The clarity in your heart shines through in your RP. I'm gonna start crying. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Thank you so much for the super. I must say though, when I went into the server first, I knew very little people. I knew the people in Vespa for sure, and some of the indies, but that was it. Like, I was aware of everybody, but I didn't know them myself. Like, I can't just be going up to them like, what's up? You know, I can't be like, you want to collab tomorrow? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I wouldn't do that, right? So I think that in the beginning, as a person who is new to everything would do, was that I was quite awkward in the way that I approach meeting people. And that's why my facade of having that fake voice and having that hyped up type of personality covered up for my awkwardness and uncomfortableness of trying to meet someone new. It became a lot smoother and easier when I had that central friendship, and then I started expanding it. So even central, even as a location, like the community center was a central place for me because it was right between the community center was right in between the town center and where my house is. I would pass through the community center to go anywhere else I needed to. And so when I passed through, I said hi, good morning to Egg Tart. When I said good morning to Mrs. Zealand, that in itself was a central place for me. Oh yeah, the clip having the garbage. Oh my god, I was dying. It was so good. If you guys have any clips of more of FSP though, please send it my way, because I think they're all very funny. I've enjoyed their roleplay interactions with each other very much. I've become quite a big fan of every single role player in the server, to be honest. Wow. And it's so crazy, Ranthrop, that you mentioned a blank slate. It's so crazy you mentioned a blank slate. Because a blank slate can always be filled. It can always be covered in something color.
Sorry super chatted $5.
Wow.
Don't really know what to say, but I really enjoyed the RP.
Thank you so much for the super. I really enjoyed the RP. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to hear that. I hope that my role playing has not made anyone uncomfortable. Yeah, she messages Mr. Zealand. Oh my god, Mr. Zeal afterwards, saying sorry to, message you so suddenly like this. I wanted to thank you for this and this and this. I'm sorry if our talks did make you uncomfortable or awkward in any sort of way. I'm very sorry about that. You really changed the course of how I approached things afterwards. And he said, no, not at all, which I was like, oh my god, thank god. I was so worried I was an inconvenience. I was so freaking worried I was an inconvenience to people. Again, that's the reason why I used the painting. I used painting to express my emotions. That made me happy and then cry. Yeah. I think the initial shyness is why many people relate to Lamp. I you know what? I would say so too. I would definitely say so too. It's some people have the natural aura to draw people in. People like Miss Nabubu, right? She drew people in like crazy. She was sunlight. She was warm. She was so soft and so pure. She was just a bundle. The human form of what sunlight is. People like Miss Nodin, who is just so adorable. Her laughs, the way that she banters, so cute. Miss Faye, for another example. Not a single awkward moment. Goes in right there, and then she goes crazy with all the interactions, right? So there are a lot of people that are able to easily form connections because their personalities, the character they portrayed, was sunlight. And for me, I felt like I was a bit more of I would say 5 a.m. I was very shy, very unable to grab onto that connection like they were able to do so, which they're so amazing for. I have so much appreciation for the different ways that people chose to roleplay and portray their characters and how they use the characters in order to deliver their lines / bridge that connection from them to another person. He was very touched after that conversation with Lamp. I am gonna cry. The emotion I put into during the last talk with Mr. Vitruvius, when I found out that Mr. Zealand had left the community, was pretty raw, right? I did end up watching a clip on Twitter, and I didn't realize myself during that time how much denial I put into the words and how much desperation there were. When you lose that central connection, when you lose that person who provided you that guidance, when you lose that person that you were so used to saying good morning to every morning, so used to having someone talk over the sizzling oven, having someone hand you a cookie, when you lose that connection, you feel empty. You feel like a part of you came out. You know, a part of you got lost somewhere in transportation and you have no idea what to do. So during that moment, I truly felt like I lost something. The night before, when the art gallery opened, and he came by during the fight, and he saw all the paintings and he saw the signs, and the last painting that you saw was himself with the sign that said, "I'll miss them." We had talked about it, and I mentioned that sign had gone up before the fight happened because we didn't know the aftermath of the fight itself. And we were thinking, like, in case anything had happened and I finished this gallery, if it had something happen to me, if something happened to Mrs. Zealand, that I'll put in my heartfelt words of "I'll miss them." And I said that I wouldn't, that I didn't want it to happen. And he said that he'll miss me too. And he said that he also doesn't hope that anything would happen. And then I brought up the day that we had to talk, and he said that if anything were to happen to him, that I would be the one taking care of Egg Tart. I was in denial again. I was in denial again.
The Viscount's maid super chatted $4.99.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't call myself a professional, but I've curated art exhibits before, and the way you set up your gallery was so amazing and tasty.
Shigai Radon, thank you. I definitely wish I had set up better, but it was the best that I could do, I think, with the space that I had. I tried expanding it, but it wasn't as much as I wanted it to. The RP was very Sugoi, thank you, Odrin. There's a lot of like references back to like the talk that we had. Because I told Mrs. Zealand that I can't fight, like I can't pick up a sword, I can't defend you, I can't defend Egg Tart. And then during that art gallery, I told him if I had to, I'll fight, you know, I'll pick up a sword. So there's that contrast between the talks. And he laughed. And in character, I thought everything would be okay. I thought that after the fight, it'd return back to normal. I just didn't realize in character the impact of how everything being okay today, being okay again, would affect the way that he saw the community, right? I think something that was very, very important that the mayor had mentioned in the speech is that community can happen with like, what was it? It's like extending the goodwill to others even if they don't extend it back to you or something. And yeah, I would say the lamp was really devastated. I would say lamp was very devastated. She found out through Doc, she immediately ran out. If it didn't come from Mr. Zealand, then she wouldn't believe it. She ran the fuck out of there. She ran out of the art gallery as fast as her legs can carry her. No way still, no nothing. She just ran straight to the community center. And instead of seeing the face that she thought she would see, she saw Mr. Vitruvius. And that was definitely where... it was definitely a crazy time. Yeah, the weather was crazy. The talk that I also had before the fight with Mr. Vitruvius was something that I wouldn't say I necessarily planned to happen, but if that opportunity came, how would I go about it? I wasn't sure. So I just let words just go. I fucking booked it. I don't even know where the lines came from. I fucking booked it. I think the rawest thing an artist can do is put their heart into color, right? something that I've mentioned before. But this one showcasing, again, not just their physical appearances, but what I saw before, what I saw now, and putting that into canvases that were hopefully raw enough to convey what I wanted to say during those times. It was such an unspeakable peaceful moment when he visited your art gallery during the fight. You had multiple POVs open during the moment, and it really gave me a sense of calmness amidst the chaos. I am pretty sure, Kinola, there was also probably that difference between light and dark. Whereas the crater area, it was nighttime, it was raining. Understandably, pretty much dark, not lit up. Whereas the gallery itself was very much lit up. Very much white walls. So that yin and yang kind of difference, I think also, now that I'm thinking about it, I think is a pretty strong, like, artistic contrast to Lamb had been upset for IDK? Question mark? Yeah, true. Lamb running at me sobbing, dude. I was going through it. Would it be alright to write a fic about Lamb? She would be honored. She would be honored. In a world where she writes/draws about other people, if she ever receives anything back, like Grandma Mint had given to her, she would break down. I think it is every artist's dream to have something, to receive something that someone else perceives her as. I would be honored. I would be absolutely honored. Cream soda dreaming. I said I couldn't say, but I'm so sorry. My stories, they jump back and forth. The way I think, they're back and forth. They're all over the place. They're so scared. I want to say stuff, yet I can't say stuff. And I say other stuff instead. I apologize for my storytelling. It is crazy. It is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Lamp and Zealand got to watch the sunrise together at the art gallery, like as a sign of a new day or something. Throughout the entire 2 weeks, there's always been a mention with me, with interacting with other people, always the talk of the tomorrow, always the talk of the new day, always the talk of how you go on, kind of thing. And so when the sun rises during that moment of speaking to Mrs. Zealand, during speaking to Mr. Mayor at the end, I thought was very symbolic. And wow, thank you, Sunlight slips you a $10 bill via like PayPal or something like that, because it is so impactful. It is so impactful. So so that's why, like, stuff like that, when it comes to like watching films, like lighting changes is so important. And that's something that I appreciate so much. Yo, Link, when you're done, thank you. Miss Mint, okay. I have a whole, like, when I start talking about people, Grandma Mint is someone that I want to delve into a lot. Love the POV of the people that stayed back from the war. Seeing that no matter what happens, life does go on. Yeah. People did choose not to fight. I chose not to fight. I got emotional in part when Mayor taking screenshots. I got emotional too. I think when people notice things and notice that they're not just paintings, but they are paintings of life, I think hits Lamp and then hits me the most. So the Mayor being so attentive to details, pointing things out to me, really appreciating the arts, and even Mr. Vitruvius and Mrs. I truly in those moments felt it. When Grandma Mint talked to me about some of the paintings, I felt it. I felt it. As a person, I felt it. Like, what brings an artist more joy is when people notices. Like she notices, you know? Oh my god, paid actor indeed. Oh, the lighting in the gallery was perfect. The sunlight facing towards the Calvin and Grandma Mint's painting, facing towards Mrs. Zealand painting, but also at the same time, if you guys notice, it was behind Father Frade and Shu's drawing, which it almost looked like a halo. Oh my god, Frade! Oh wait, I gotta moderator real quick. I spoke to this with Frade in DMs. How I first off, I apologize. I said, I'm so sorry for using Father Frade's death as a catalyst to my character development. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And then Frade actually said that was actually purposeful to impact the Church of Chat. I wasn't in the Church of Chat, yet I still got impacted by it. So I really appreciated that huge dramatic change in the story where it was all happy, then it got to a point where there was a realization for a lot of the people, but also that it was truly a point where people needed to change, and I was one of them. So I really, oh my god, that plot, that I needed that so badly. I needed that so badly, and Frade delivered. Frade, crazy delivery, insane delivery. And it makes me think, like, had this not happened, would I have gotten the same change? Maybe, but maybe I still wouldn't understand the importance of how much life really means. You know, maybe I wouldn't be awake. You know, maybe it'd be later. Because I already felt during that time that even my role playing was like really late into VCraft. And I felt bad that I couldn't match up the energy. But now knowing that there's all sorts of role players anyway. So no matter what I played, you know, my role in there is I'm still a character in the storybook in the end. And Lamp loves grandma a lot. Artist, your sword and shield, and you have slain me. Oh, when Mr. Vitruvius threw that line back at me, I didn't expect it. My heart was already out in the wild. My heart was out in the gallery. The entire gallery was my beating heart, and I felt blood pumping over and over and over again. I can hear the heartbeat in my ears when he said the line to me. I did not expect the line to hit me like that, in a way that made me understand that role players like him, characters like him, they listen and they throw it back to you in a way that you don't expect it. To be able to meet these players that deliver their lines because they're attentive to what you say makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. It's as if you're doing a D&D campaign and you're the DM. And yes, you play NPCs and you play all sorts of players. But then when you have players that remember what happened with a certain NPC, what this person said, and you're like, wow, this player is really onto it. That's how I feel. Yeah, Frade killed it, literally. It's so true. Praise chat, on God. I'm happy anyone used it for their story. I'm so grateful for it. It was a plus 100 for sure. 真的如果真的没有他没死的话，我也不知道我现在会做什么。I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. I feel like that's more realistic though. You won't be as affected by people you don't know. Exactly. You speak the right words. I watched from Roscoe and Ruse's POV. I wanted to say your art was really incredible and the way you portrayed different moments are great. I can't stop calling you little German boy. I'm sorry. No. I love that. please continue calling me that all you want. The mayor is another character I would like to talk about a lot too. Like a lot. So, oh god, okay, I keep getting myself distracted. I'm so sorry once again. My story is all over the place. I hope that you guys can understand what I'm trying to convey. How much of profound art how much profound effect your art had on people? I can't believe it did. I can't believe that I can't believe my art affected anyone. So to hear those words, to see people react, to see people come into the art gallery and then come back and then come back and then come back, to see the mayor take screenshots. Whew. Sheesh. If crying was a sport, I'd be number one. If crying was a sport, put me in the Olympics, baby, because I'd get gold every single time. Ms. Land, do you have all the paintings you did saved? I really want to make a wallpaper version of it for memory's sake. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't believe I do have them saved. I thought I wish there was a way to import like canvas drawings that you signed, but I don't think there was a way to do that. I don't have like the clear versions. But I think there are some that are really clear that I can post on Twitter. And I did go back on to redraw some of the drawings too. So if it comes true that the world save gets publicized, that you guys should come by the gallery too and enjoy your time there. Yeah, little German boy, that's me. Yeah. Screenshot. It was so good. Another highlight from the gallery for me was Calvin and Grandma Mint talking about the painting being the sun and south. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay. So about that moment and about that painting specifically, do you guys remember in the art gallery there is a little room on the first floor where it leads to just a single painting? Now it has 2 paintings. In that room, I put 2 chairs down, one for Grandma Mint, one for myself. I gave Grandma Mint my palette, new canvases for her to try drawing. And I sat behind her. We talked for hours. We talked there. We stayed there. And we talked about life. We talked about Calvin. But we talked about each other. We listened to each other. Oh, whew, we listened to each other. She asked me how I did this. I explained how, in a way that only Lamb can do it. Trying to deliver words that are always jumping around the place. Hearing her words of wisdom, her words of knowledge, but her cherishing words of life. It's... oof, I'm gonna start crying. It was a time that I deeply, deeply appreciated.
Takamura super chatted $5.39. You were my comfort in that unstable world, especially with Zealandy and Egtart. Thanks for the wonderful RP.
Oh my
Smiling
God.
face emoji. Sorry for name and JP. It's Takamura BTW.
Oh,
Raccoon
Takamura-san! Ah, the one who drew the art! Ah, the one who drew the art! Thank you so much! Thank you so much! No, thank you for following the journey. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super. W super. My talks with Mr. Zealand, Grandma Mint. So, I carry with me even right now. Even right now. The hours that I had with Grandma Mint were so impactful. From the farmer's market until she sent me a postcard / DM asking if I could teach her how to draw. But I didn't need to teach her. All I needed was to provide the materials for her to do so. If you're someone who's willing to pick up something that you've not done before, or it's been a while since you've done it, and you ask for help, then you don't really need help. You just need to know where to start. And the moment Grandma Mint picked up the paintbrush and she sat down, she already had a clear vision in mind. Well, not a clear vision, she had an image in mind. And she just drew. We talked, she drew, we talked, she drew. Night came, sunlight came. It's just drawing. I actually, since Mintsmai is here, I want to mention something that the Dust Buddies and I talked about in our Discord. A very prominent color that I used in so many things that I didn't realize until afterwards, and how much meaning it has to me. How I started off the book and how I started off with describing a lot of things is that I used to be stuck within 4 white walls. I was confined, I was bounded, and I was lost. When I came to the realm, the first thing I saw was the blue sky. I was open to this entirely new world. Entirely new world. A lot of the paintings that I had started with blue. I did a lot of blue skies. A lot of blue skies. I did a lot of opened area. A lot of canvases started blue. Even the last mural that I had the blue sky. I think that blue was such an important color that I didn't realize until afterwards. Unconsciously, I was drawing the sky that I had seen when I first came into the world, because it was free. And then what did Grandma Mint do? She drew blue skies too. For both of the paintings, she drew blue skies first. The most bluest, clearest skies that you can ever imagine. Oh, it was so open and so beautiful. Darkness! Nemusagi. Let me go ahead and moderate. Darkness was such an amazing roleplay. What an experience it was to talk and play alongside with her. Her character, so in tune with the character, so much in tune with the character. I still genuinely feel so bad about the birthday. Though I don't think I ever got the notice for it. I did see it online and I did hear people saying that they didn't know what the letter is from, and then connecting it in game, like, oh fuck, there was a birthday party. I truly hope that, Miss Darkness, you enjoyed the makeshift platter that I made for you. Maliganya Bati. I know how to say it in Tagalog. Our ore farmer. Yeah, Miss Darkness. Yes, it was so fun. It was so fun. I really enjoyed it. Darkness was so amazing. From when I got into town, like, I would hear like, oh, if you need a broom, check out Darkness. And like, who's that? And the first time I truly knew about Darkness was during the election. And what an impactful entrance she made. So great. So great. And from there on, you just saw Darkness in literally every single corner, every single scene. She was there, her crows were there. Her iconic lines are there too. I keep hearing Jumbo Hot Dog in my head. Time to ban the mods. Yes, ma'am. Oh my. Yeah. So much blues. So much blue. Grandma Mint, why did we do blue so much? We did so much blue. We just went towards blue immediately. Everything was blue. The skies were so great. What a crazy way to be introduced. Yeah, it was such a cool way to be introduced. Darkness was straight out of an anime. It was amazing. It was amazing. I just really wanted to mention that too. how we both started with blue canvases. Thank you so much. No, it was my absolute pleasure. It was my absolute pleasure. I truly hope that you enjoyed me, Doc, and also Miss Alera. us and are desperately trying to learn the happy birthday at the same time. It was great. It was really fun. It's always so fun whenever I heard you. So cute. The way she played afterwards too is also very cute. Darkness, I agree, was also a great bridge between heavy and light RPers. She was in character throughout everything. It was absolutely fantastic. I wasn't there physically at the scene for the fight, so I watched the clip of it actually this morning. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah. Another mention of colors, actually, and the mention of blank slate earlier, is that I think what Lamp was in the beginning was that she was a blank slate that was trying to cover herself with cardboard, trying to make it as if she had something on her, but she didn't. When she got into town and she started forming connections, she was truly a blank slate. But with each person she met, each conversation she had, each event that she was in, each painting that she drew, I think colors were added one by one by one. Like, for example, I would say Grandma Mint was like yellow, that light. Mr. Zealand was that comforting green, darker green maybe. He was like the earth, very, very firm, very wise, unmoving, still, yet also a form of comfort. You had Omi, which was like a cyan color. He was kind of like that energy you needed. I didn't need energy drinks, I just needed Omi. That flash of energy, that moment of like excitement. You had Faye, literally pink, but that bubbly personality, that color pink describes her. You had Mr. Hero, Leo. To me, I think Mr. Hero was my blue. I think he was my first blue. I think he was more like a royal blue color, I would say. not a sky blue, but a royal blue color. So I think that he was the blue for me. Doc was a fiery red. Doc was open about what he was, you know? He was fiery. He was there. He was present. He was that flame that we needed. I didn't even know that Zealand was a geomancer until New Zealand was formed, and that's when I first heard about it. I had known that Mr. Zealand was a battle mage, but one thing I also regret was that I couldn't ask more about his past as it. Because we talked about it, and he mentioned coming from a world ravaged with war. Or a time ravaged with war. I think that each character that I met was a splash of color for me. Towards the end, I was an abstract mess of a color, like board. I was a canvas filled with colors from literally every single person that I met. I was, in the end, not a masterpiece, just a piece, a creation that we made together. Lamp, in the end, was the accumulation of the friends that she met, the conversations she's had, the feelings that she felt, despite it being pain or happiness. But it was still the most wonderful creation she could have ever imagined. the funny thing about geomancers is that they do not get hurt by cactus and bushes, which can be kind of metaphorical when you think about it. Yeah, it is. He was very strong in his stance. Yeah. Everyone truly was a color for me. They brought color to my life, I think. And I think that was why Lamp was able to develop as well, right? Because then Father Freed would be like, I think the Father Freed would be closer to like an off-white color, like closer to white. But that's still a color nonetheless, right? That lightens things. That's usually like the highlights too. Boog was I would say Boog was I'd say Boog is orange. The reason why I think I say orange is that Boog is cheery. Boog is cute. But Boog is also really strong too. So having that Boog be orange between the fiery reds of the dock and the warmth yellow of Grandma Mint, I think fits Boog really well. Boog is my orange. Yeah. I was thinking lime green too at first, like a lighter green, but I think I would say safely orange. Yeah. Every townsperson was a color, and the pinnacle of the RP was the war, and what followed the tears was the drip or splash of water to make the colors bleed and blend into one another, making a beautiful tapestry of a canvas in the end. And the tapestry so formed the lamp. That is a really fantastic way to put it, because I think that's how I would see it too. I think everyone that I met was able to have a talk with in any sort of way, or even learn about them, you know? Again, I wasn't aware of everything that was happening, but learning about Calvin through Grandma Mint, for example, gave him a color. His color was more muddy. I think his color would be closer to like a brick color, red and brown between that. Having an imagination of what he was like, having only really one talk with him, right? But hearing his warmth through Grandma, and at the same time hearing that he has lost his path from Mr. Hero, gave him that muddy color for me. Was Lamp the canvas to all these colors? I would say Lamp was the canvas. I would say Lamp was the blank canvas. The people was the colors. And the events was the brush. Painting stand with the townsfolk was so fun. I spent hours on the mural. I spent hours on it. I started stream with the intention of like, you know what? My last gift. Why don't I try this out? I spent the first hour only getting like 6 people done. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna take so long. And I kept on drawing. By the time I got some canvases in place, I went to the art gallery where I met Grandma Mint and Doc there, and that's when the news broke out that Mrs. Zealand had left. And I stopped painting for a little bit. I don't know if you guys may have noticed that when I had gone back after talking with Mr. Vitruvius, I tried starting up the mural again, but I couldn't find myself to paint. I stopped it. I took out a smaller canvas, and I drew my first portrait ever of myself. I drew how I portrayed myself. The other painting that I had that had a glimpse of me was on the back, so you couldn't really tell. That was the rainbow one called The Open Sky. But the drawing that I made for Mrs. Zealand after hearing about his departure was the first time I drew myself in a way that I would see myself. I think that I had a hard time titling it, but I ended up titling it as One Day Again, because it was truly a sight that I wanted to see one day, once more. Just smiling, just being happy, really. Yeah. With the fire in the background, yes, it was really great. Mr. Mayor? Ooh, Mr. Mayor is like... I don't know, Mr. Mayor... Is it weird to say that Mr. Mayor to me is like also what? Grandma Mint is to me? So... I want to say like... a yellow, but like... a mustard yellow. If Grandma Mint to me is like a very pastel yellow, then the mayor is like a mustard yellow, a deeper yellow. That's not orange. It's a deeper yellow. He was my energy for a lot of things too. Let me also pull this up real quick. A little excerpt that I wrote about Lamp's possible continuation. I'm gonna read it out loud because I think it has meaning to what we were saying. And please excuse me if I do end up tearing up about this, because when I had written this out, when I even thought about it, I was like, fuck, this hurts me on a level that I wish I didn't have to understand, but I do have to understand, and I do understand. Okay. So this tweet reads SO. What would Lamb's continuation be? I think in this realm, where she is still human but does not dabble in magic, that she would age normally. I think she'll continue to draw with the Grandma Mints, visit Doc, and maybe adopt one of the cats, help at the community center, and frequent the restaurants daily. I think she would hang up more paintings until every building has something from Lamp. She would draw Mr. Zealand again. She would visit Egtart daily until Egtart fades to time. She would pick up some combat from Mr. Hero, Leo, and Lady Olira, but she'd be clumsy at it. She'd want Mr. Zealand to come back, but with the passage of time, would understand why he left. Longing for a good morning, yes, but understanding most importantly. As she gets older, I think she'll start traveling again like she did when she started in the realm. Lamp would open her art gallery permanently and ask the mages if they could preserve the pieces in building with magic. In her bag, she would pack dried figs and cookies. She would wander around and visit new sites, but she'd still carry her canvases to draw from new villages as she stops by them, and to paint the world as she sees it. In the end, I think after Lamp has grown tired, yet satisfied at the world that she painted, she gets older, and walking is harder. She would end up back at the hut she started from. She would set up the painting she loved most in the hut, and then sleep there until the very end. Then tomorrow comes, the sun rises again, and the painter will have completed her journey. And then something that some community members mentioned was that the only person who knew where she lived in that hut 2,000 blocks away was Doc. If Lamp were to leave, but she would travel for a while, I think that Grandma Mint may ask around to see if anyone knew where she would be. And I think that Doc would tell her where she stayed at before. If she came back to her hut on the long journey, I think she may see glasses of fig jam. Maybe a picnic basket of figs.
And a question that was brought up was, will she see someone that she wanted to see again? And maybe she would accidentally stumble upon an old man. But that what if is for the future. So, yeah. There's a lot of what ifs and what could be, but all we know is that in the VCraft Enchanted Realm, in New Wichington, as we know it, even though you see me here, the people of New Wichington will still go on with their daily lives. They'll still live for tomorrow and do what they want to do. They would still visit the community center, still frequent the bakeries, go to the circus. They would go to the zoo, to the spa. They would fight their fights, and the world will still go on within New Wichington. Yeah. Oh yeah, that hits my heart. Oh, these tears in my eyes. What are they doing here? Yeah, yippee! Freak. Man, oh man. There's definitely... Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh man. Yeah, I think that's how I may be able to imagine how it would end up being like. Yeah. Oof. Yikes though, my heart hurts. Oof. Ouchies. What the fuck? Alright. Let's go on to the next part though. There's something that I wanna do as much as I can, which I don't think I'll do that much of because I feel like I would have too much to say about each of them, but I'm gonna do my best. Guys, so real quick, let me just shrink myself. I feel like as a storyteller though, that I'm still like severely lacking, you know? Alright, let me see if I can pull this up. So I'm gonna do my best. Oh. Hopefully you guys can see this, right? Did you see the letter V too rough for you? I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I was just like, oh fuck man. That really hurts me. That really hurts me so badly. Don't do that to me. He hurt me. He hurt me so bad. I got hurt so bad. A lot of people hurt me so bad. Listening to Mr. Hero's speech, because I had to get off early. I was so tired and I was so sad that I couldn't stay up for the last day as long as I wanted. His speech hurt me so bad. Yeah, I hate him. I hate him. Alright. Speaking of which though. So, the first one that we're gonna be drawing is Mr. Hero
Alice,
himself.
Omega No,
I would
cocktail
say.
glass emoji, super chatted $2.73. Highland, I only want to say that I really loved your character and felt
okay,
so
guys, I don't have
emotional
any
with
of the
your
ref sheets pulled up. I'm
paintings.
just gonna imagine
Time
this
for
is what they
joining
look like.
VCraft. Black heart emoji.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I really deeply appreciate that, Alice. Thank you so much for the super, but also especially for your kind words. I felt so emotional with your beautiful paintings. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Truly, thank you. I feel like I'm lacking in my words, but I hope that it can get through to you guys in what I want to say. Thank you, truly. Thank you. Oh my lord. I'm gonna... Guys, I don't want to be in tears. Don't make me in tears, please. This is how I imagine Leo to be. Yeah. So,
my first encounter with Leo, or the hero, was was when I died in his nether portal many times, and I ended up asking him for help, which he helped me with, and that's how I dubbed him the hero for me. So that is my first moment with him. A memorable moment was him always being excited when I did something new, or when I did something in general. It's meaningful when you do something like at all, like a hobby, and then your like people's response to you is of joy, excitement, to match what you're feeling. When I would make a new potion and I gave it to him, he was excited to receive it. When I started painting and I drew him, he was excited to receive it, and he was excited to see the commissions I did. I think that's why, for Mr. Hero, I truly appreciated him, and in him trusting me with like little secrets here and there. For some reason, I ended up being like a character that heard a lot of stuff but didn't know a lot of stuff. Like, I would hear these secrets from people. Like, I didn't know why they were telling me these things, but I would hear these secrets, and then next thing you know, that I just knew it. I just knew of it. Oh, he is a disgustingly nice guy. He is such a nice guy, which is why I think that the impact of him ending up that he was quote unquote on the side of the bad was like, wow, shocking to me. But I still don't think that there was necessarily like a bad side. I think it was just human flaw, human flaw getting in the way of many things. This is my impression of Mr. Leo. Hello, Gabrielle. Oh, the Griffin picture was awesome. My painting stand became a confessional booth. It did. It really did. Another memorable moment that I remember was that I decided after like a really hard time that I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna pull up a TikTok trend, and I'm gonna put my easel, 2 cushions in the middle of town. Whoever's sister, I'm just gonna ask you questions. We're gonna talk, and then I'm gonna draw you. And I did end up doing that with several people, many people actually. People came by to look at it too, and I got to talk to people. Like, what's more human than that in a world of magic? Having that interaction, that human connection, those human talks about literally anything that you felt, anything you wanted to say, your story, just in that moment. And that's what I wanted to do, and I ended up doing. I was very happy about that. Oh, the Griffin pic was so good. I'm so sad. Okay. I'm gonna remember how to draw. This is... oh my god. I drew this in game. I don't know why I can't draw it now. Oh my god, guys. My hands are like not working as well as I want it to work. That works. Do you think I never thought myself to be a good listener, but it is quite nice hearing that now after it all. Oh, the mayor bit was so fucking funny, guys. I could not stop laughing. Okay. This one, hopefully you guys can tell who it is. Again, I'm drawing them all from memory, so if it doesn't look exactly like the characters, I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best, I swear. I'm gonna try to do as close to like the in-game characters and their portrayal of it as possible. Oh, I am no artist. I'm so sorry. 对不起，我不能画图。 Yeah. Oh, when he was finding out, like, looking around for the person, I'm like, what are you talking about? I have zero awareness when it comes to magic stuff, guys. I had zero fucking awareness. I didn't even know nobody. I didn't know anybody was nearby. I was like, what is he? What is he? And he like was like chasing them. Like, what is this guy looking at? I was so lost in the sauce, guys. Dude, shit's hard when you're magicless. I had not a thing of magic on me, to be honest. I'm gonna do... Oh, let me write this better. Granny Mint? Yes, Granny Mint. Oh my god, my handwriting. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fit this. Granny Mints. So I've encountered Grandma Mints in game before, right? I met her in the town, like when we were just like, we happened to be in the same location, and she would throw a bunch of figs at me and to anyone nearby, really, because all she wanted to do was to feed people, right? That's how Grandma is. Feeding, she did. He just has really godlike hearing. I heard that he plays a lot of Hunt Showdown, which makes sense because that game, hearing stuff is fucking crazy. The way you portrayed your character is so beautiful. I'm so glad Lamp was able to find purpose and contentment in New Wigington, and I'm glad to meet you through this collab. I'm so grateful for your words, Gabrielle. That is perhaps the sweetest thing that anyone can say to me. Thank you for liking the way that this character was portrayed, and thank you for noticing me. I don't know what to say. Just thank you for noticing me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Government. I got to talk to more after I helped out at the farmer's market with the setup and the mats. And government listened. And even if I wasn't talking, she just talked about everything and anything. Hearing just a little minute conversations that she would have to other people or to herself was really as if I was transported back, sitting on the table, eating my bowl of cereal, and hearing like my mom, for example, just talk about what was going on, talk about the soup she was making, talking on the phone, for example. For the title that I put for Grandma Mint in my gallery, the last line stated that it was just like home, which I found Grandma Mint to be the very epitome of. She somehow knew what to say during those moments of muddiness for me. She was truly the peaks of sunlight that warmed you up in the mornings. If I was sitting in a tree and I closed my eyes, I think Grandma Mint to me was like the breeze that would lull you to sleep. I think that I met Grandma Mint too late, but at the same time, it feels like I've known her for so much longer. And I think the time that I met her, or was able to talk to her much more, was the most important time that I could possibly have met her. Yeah, I think
I think that it really just, there was just no wrong, there was no set time, it was just the right time in the end. You're right, it was just the right time. In the right time, it was. Government was a very important person to Lamp to the end. Oh. Shit. Guys. Oh my god. Tell me to shut up or something. Guys. I've been rambling back and forth. Guys. Okay. The next person I'll draw, since he's here anyway. Okay, memory. Actually, I drew so much yaoi art that I think I memorized his art. 1 second. Maybe I don't memorize his art after all. But I'll do it. I'm hoping I'm remembering the character, like, looks. But maybe I'm getting it wrong. Whatever. I'm doing my best. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I drew too much ship art. Dude, truly, during that time, I should have drawn Yuri too when I was at it. I'm a fab Yuri, dude. What the hell? No references needed. Praise chat, praise Yuri, and praise yaoi. All at the same time, baby. I did mention this before, but Father Freed's death had a huge movement in how Lamp perceived death. The Rosie X John. I did do one Yuri pick. Well, it wasn't really Yuri, it was really soft. Wanted to know how, to be honest though, for Miss Alira, I just drew, I wasn't like understanding of like the portrait space, and so when I started drawing her, I'm like, oh fuck, I guess I'll just draw half her face. But then I put it up, I'm like, huh, it's a little empty. And so I'm like, oh, this would be pretty funny, because I thought of the meme of like there's 2 wolves inside of me, and so I decided to draw her as a wolf as well. I just thought it'd be a funny thing. I think she liked it though. I think she liked it a lot. I hope she did. Was it like, is there like an inside joke? Father Freed. I didn't have a single interaction with Father Freed prior to Father Freed's death at all. Like, I've heard of Father Freed through people, and then my image of Father Freed afterwards was a very warm person, because Father Freed created the dinner and invited everyone regardless of where they were from. So my image of Father Freed was very one-sided. I saw him as a very holy figure, right? A very good figure. So that's why his death impacted me the most. Like, if someone like him can permanently die in this world, then what's next? His story was really, oh, the ending, the conclusion was so good for me. She liked it, but the funny thing is that she has a joke about her being the alpha wolf. What the fuck? What? She always has it as a joke with the Omegaverse. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, it actually fits so well then.
Wait, I'm a genius. I really do notice people. I'm joking. That's awesome to hear. As soon as as long as she likes the art, then I'm very happy. Yeah, I started to think a lot about my path after Father Freed's death, and it mattered a lot in my journey. Mattered a lot. Brr. The next one I'll draw, let's keep it a little lighthearted, is one of the witches that I encountered. This one being the Chaos Bringer, which you guys know as Faye, Miss Faye. What an enigma of a character, I would say. Like, her first connection to the world is to wreak havoc, cause chaos as an imp would, right? The cucaracha of the forest is what she said. And she was like that. But I think that with the events that occurred and with the wanting to kind of be with the community more, that Miss Faye's character took a really pleasant change that I think fits really well with her story. She became someone that wanted to be with the community so much more, right? She took up on making the community center, the community, the zoo, which was so beautiful, and she worked so hard on that, spending so much time in working on it. And the joy that she exuded when it was actually open, people were coming in, adopting, animals that she found. She was very happy, and I thought that she is just so cute as a character. This is how I would draw Miss Faye. My dragon. I'm definitely not gonna be able to draw everyone that I met here. Oh, let me do a quick mention as well. If you guys recall the final mural that I did, you guys may notice that there are some people that are missing. It's on purpose because canonically I've never met them. I was only able to draw on the mural everyone that I met physically. So everyone in the mural, that just so happened to be everyone that was online, was someone that I talked to before. So even people who weren't online at the time, if I had a connection to them somehow, some way or another, they were on the mural. There were a lot of characters that I wish I met earlier, but because I was not in town earlier, I did not have the chance to meet them. So I did see some people asking about why some characters weren't there. It's because I never saw them before. I hope that makes sense. As much as I would love to have added, like, for example, Doctor, I've never met Doctor before. That's not someone that Lamb met. But we did end up drawing 48 people in total. Yes, it took 5 hours for it. So many people in the server were going aimlessly and then found purpose. It's so wonderful. Found family, found life, isn't it? I met super briefly. Like one day that Dr. Saywat was in town. I came upon Dr. Saywat like crossing paths with them when I was with other people, for example. So super briefly, but still meeting nonetheless, right? Yeah. And then for example, Miss Mia was only on for like a day. I still met Miss Mia though. But other people I haven't met, I wasn't able to join. I was actually planning on making the mural much bigger too. I wanted to the bottom row to be all people, and then the top row to be the blue sky, but with rainbows on it. But with a time constraint, I didn't have time to do it, so I ended up doing a smaller thing for it and putting it on top of the dear people who hosted the server in the first place. It was amazing. I worked in the silence a lot, listening to like the ambiance of it, but then towards like when I was working on the other, like after like 6 of the canvases, I think I was working in silence a lot, trying to take in and but trying to absorb the fact that Mrs. Zealand had left. Miss Allura, I thought she was so funny. I met her first because I was invited to join the Church of Yuri, the House of Yuri. And at first I did, I was in the House of Yuri for the beginning when I was first like added in. I even put in like one of those crystal balls in the house. My first impression with her was like normal, right? House of Yuri member. And afterwards I got to talk to her more, that she's funny, she's eccentric, she's also very vocal about what she thinks. She's very like level-headed kind of thing for her character. And then she also commissioned that painting too, so I was like, yeah, I remember how to draw Miss Allura. It was awesome. Okay. Yeah, I was once a member of House of Yuri. No longer though. I'm not part of any houses. I'm just, instead of living for a belief, I'm living for myself. Yeah. Okay. This next guy caused me so much grief. This next guy deserves to cry. This next guy, I'm so mad about. This guy deserves to be thrown into this next guy, you gotta I hate him. I do hate him. I hate him. I hate him so much. This guy. Also, I didn't realize it, but after I started picking up some lingo from Miss Nabubu, the way she says "so" is so cute. I hate this guy. This guy caused me so much fucking grief. Again, the whole talk of him being that form of human connection that she got like through him was so meaningful. That when he left, it felt like her meaning like disappeared just like that. Like how friggin' how I'm so mad at you. I'm so you But and his character ending too. Even if people say that it's like a sad ending or it's not the perfect ending, it is his ending. If this is a decision that he chooses, then it'd only be selfish of me to want him to come back. And you know that it was selfish of me, because I even wrote that in game that I wanted him to come back. Like, that's super selfish of me. But it was the second deal of grief that I had in game. The first one being Father Freed's death, being the grief of knowing that there is the possibility of death, right? And the second one being the grief of an actual loss of someone that she had a human connection to. Yeah, I watched the silent stream afterwards. I was very mad. He said it's very quiet. Yeah, it's very quiet. Yeah, I'm not there. It's very quiet because I'm not barging in saying itadakimasu, you know, every day. Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet. Open the doors, you know? But I understand why he did it. I understand now why he did it. And I must say that the commitment that he had to the character, even this is something that Mintamai had said, the commitment to the character to not even come to the bonfire, a place of peace and unity, is so like Mrs. Zealand. His commitment to character is so insane. And to think this is his first RP experience, like, you are... If you don't play a lighthearted character next time, I hope... I hope your pillows are warm on both sides. Yep. He was crying super hard. Good. Good. Cry. Cry. You deserve it. Good. Tear up. Go ahead. Go ahead then. You crying in his own day thirsty stream? Good. Stop. You deserve it. Shouldn't have left, huh? First time RP, he gutted everyone in the fields, and he had... What is even crazier is that he himself had the most inconclusive conclusion, if that makes sense. He chose one of the hardest thing a character can do it's to not give himself a proper conclusion. It is an open-ended conclusion. But you understand the reason why his character does what he does. Why he does what he does. And that's the beauty in role-playing. It is unexpected, unscripted. And it guts you in a way that you don't expect it. To be able to storytell your character through not even speaking, from words, from actions, from movement, like, amazing job. The Niji Enchanted, that was a really good service too, but it definitely was like a much more lighthearted, I think, lighthearted one compared to VCraft. You also ugly cried reading all the letters in New Zealand. Can I be mean for a second? Just letting myself like land come out, like not even land, letting land come out, like my person come out. You guys ready? Cry, bitch. You deserve it. You've caused us so much pain. You've caused us so much pain. You evil, evil man, as Calix would say. Oh yes, Zealand truly did show what consequences were. What a great showing. Damn. Evil man. Evil damn man. Freaking evil man who's too good for his own good. I hate people that can roleplay so well and not know how much power they hold. And somebody get him, somebody friggin', this guy needs to like start writing fan fiction already. Damn. Start like make use of this power you have. This guy holds too much power in like his everything. This portrayal of his first ever roleplay server, and this is how you portray your character. Pick up a pen. Start writing. Write a fanfiction. Make an AO3 account right now. Start writing. I need to know what you can do. What else you can do. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And he joined when everybody was off. I'm so mad because I was asleep. And then when I was not asleep and he was still on, I was at work. I'm so mad. He wrote Sonic the Hedgehog fanfic in his youth. He should start again. I take back my words. Give me the pen instead. Don't write. Yeah, no worries. I took back the pen. Don't worry about it. Making sure his inventory is the same. Yeah, I hate him. I hate him. He caused too much grief to me. He caused me too much grief. I hate him. I definitely, even to like right now, deeply, deeply cherish the conversation that we had. Everything, really. I'm so thankful for the existence of Zealand as a character. What an honor it is to have roleplayed alongside these amazing, amazing people. Again, that's why I'm so thankful to have been invited. Never would I have thought to have gone into this depth of roleplaying with these people that I've not spoken to before, with these people whose characters are completely fresh to me. Like, what an honor it is. And what an absolute joy it is to hear their stories live. The town might sacrifice it to bring the others back. He was definitely very against having the trio back. But that's something that Lamp understood in those moments, you know? Mrs. Zealand, please come back. Mrs. Zealand, please. I promise I won't be annoying anymore. Oh, please, Mrs. Zealand. I hate you, 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 I hate you. Okay. Zeal's EP. I heard some of his songs before. I really like them. I really do like them. I haven't listened to his entire EP though. But now that I'm a newfound fan of all the talents involved, I'll be doing a deep dive, trust me. My new Oshis indeed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go crazy up in there. You know what I mean? God, I'm so mad at them. I'm so mad at them, 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 I'm so mad at them. Oh my god. I'm like, grr. And he got a new raccoon. I hope his raccoon gets so I hope the new raccoon is so picky he doesn't eat anything, and he doesn't eat anything, he starts missing egg tart. Because egg tart eats literally everything. I hope this raccoon is a picky eater. I hope this raccoon only eats Michelin star. I don't care. I hope this raccoon is allergic to something. Like something as common as berries. And he knows by its smell, so he doesn't go near it. I don't care. I don't care. I wish ill. I wish ill. Ill intense, ill intense, ill intense, ill intense, ill intense. He wanted to see the gallery before everything and made sure to go to the opening. Fuck. I hate this guy, 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 I hate this guy. I found mine, you. Oh my god, yummy. Please stop. Oh, it twirls my hair. The raccoon is named Sage. I hope Sage the raccoon is a picky eater. I don't care. Ill intense. Speaking of singing, I adored how everyone put everything on pause to watch both Niji and Hololive concerts, which was both really fucking amazing, by the way. It like, first off, it's like awesome because oh wait, guys, can I quickly pause in the drawing real quick just to introduce myself? I completely forgot. I meant to do it before this, but I ended up doing it really quickly. If it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna quickly just give myself a quick intro. introducing myself as the actress, I guess you can say, the voice actor. Voice actor? You remind me of someone? I fucking love Violet, man. I fucking love Violet, man. Okay, let me put this chat away. So my name is Lan, or Lon. Lan or Lon, doesn't really matter. Last name is Philia, Philia. I'm Gen 1 of Aegis Link, which is a startup VTuber agency that started up last year in December. I'm from the Gen 1 that's called Sind. I debuted in December. So I've been around for months, but I'm also at the same time quite new still. This is my ref sheet here, along with the games I play. So sorry to zoom in. Apologize for your eyes. Please avert if necessary. I'm sorry. So this is my ref sheet. I was drawn by Inamori-san, and then rigged by Funo Studio. The whole concept is a maid. I'm a maid. Unemployed is my thing. Trying to earn money by doing jobs, but I fail spectacularly at them. Towards the bottom, I have games that I've played and play. Really enjoy playing. I tend to like playing like MMORPGs a lot. I love survival games. And I also love playing some RPGs too. I also play FPS games too. My peak in Valorant was Diamond. My peak in Apex was Masters. My current peak rating in CS, since I'm new to it, is right now around... what is it? 12 or 1300? No, like 12,000 or 13,000, I forgot. Which is like not bad for a beginner, so... Nice to meet you, Rookie. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. Means my... Yeah, it's Vindictus. I used to play Vindictus a lot. I played Lineage 2 on the phone. I played a lot of Phantasy Star Online too. A lot of MapleStory, Throne Liberty, Final Fantasy I played. Still playing now, but I'm really behind. Like, I'm like midway Heavensward, but I still really enjoy fishing. I love fishing and MMOs. I really love playing survival games. Minecraft, of course, being one of them. Terraria, top notch. 7 Days to Die is like something I really want to do. I really want to do a 7 Days to Die or Grand Theft Auto RP. If I ever get the opportunity to join for a roleplay, I would love to. I've never done so before, but I think it'd be very enjoyable. Yeah. Sorry, let me see real quick. Yes, I also play Eternal Return. I played in season 1 and season 2 a lot, and I started playing again, I think season 5 or no, season 6. I think the lucky season. I forgot which one that was. My main when I started off was Jackie, and now I play a lot of Kathy. And I think Kathy's the nurse looking one. The one who has the whip is my favorite. Don't remember her name though. Purple lady, she's so hot. Let me see. To play PvP, tend to play FF14 with Zealot and kick his butt in PvP arena. Is he good in FF14? Because my class is kind of like, not that it's useless, but it's kind of weak. When I started playing FF14, the class that I picked right away was the Arcanist. Arcanist? What was that called? It's like the class that has 2 classes built into it, the Summoner class too. I picked it because I heard that you can level up 2 classes at the same time, which I thought was really sick. BDO, I just recall fast leveling. It's been a long time since I played it, but I really enjoyed BDO a lot. Yes, I also like Project Zomboid too, but Project Zomboid is definitely one of the harder zombie games. Survival, like multiplayer games I've played. I like playing a lot of like horror survival multiplayer, but not horror games itself, if that makes sense. I've never tried Abiotic Factor, but my friends have invited me recently, so I may try it. Yeah. Lucas says he's cooking up a GTA RP server. I won't have hope, but if the opportunity ever arises, I would love to try it out. Because I've always been a fan of watching the GTA RP servers that other YouTubers have had. And I'm like, that looks really fun. I'll be Officer Bendover. Ben B-E-N, Dover D-O-V-E-R. Or maybe Officer Mike Oxlong. Yeah, that'd be a really good one. Ooh, Zombie would be fun. Oh yeah, Laura. Laura's the one. I really like Laura from Return and Return. My highest level class in FF14 is fishing though. It's like almost maxed out. There's some other Valo players in VCraft too. Yes, I know Miss Naden is Valo player, but she plays on Asia servers, and I think that Mr. Hero does as well. I don't want to ruin their ranks though, so I'll do my best. I'm like, okay, I'll be honest guys, I took like a 2-year break, so when I started ranking it, I'm like, fuck, I gotta play some bronze. But I'm like still decent because I play Apex, but I just don't play Valorant that much anymore, but I want to play more. Hopcon Leo sent this earlier on. More girlies, I would love to play more Valorant though. I actually wanted to put Valorant for my schedule next week just to hurt myself again, you know? Yeah. GTA RB would be really fun. I also used to watch No Pixel. It was so good. I watch even non-VTubers play like GTA RP. So fun. There is that one JP Niji collab for GTA RP. So funny. I watched the scene with the Oni chasing was really, really funny. Tiger went by Officer Bendover on GTA RP. Dude, Doc and I were meant to be. Officer Mike Cox. Yeah, that's gonna be me. My Apex names are pretty normal though. Backshot giver, charge rifle backshotter. I give charge rifle backshots. I think they're pretty normal. Do you feel the sniper in you? I think they're pretty normal. Besides that, I'm actually in the very early process of making a not a VTuber, but an Aegis Link D&D campaign. So like a homebrew one, but we're currently world building, and this Saturday, we're gonna be continuing on with world building along with making the physical map of how the continent's gonna look like for where we're staying. My plan of creating the campaign is to be able to have a base world for my gen mates to play first for the first time, and then afterwards make it make it in a way that I can invite other VTubers to join with new characters for like a one-shot kind of thing. And at the same time, I'm also learning to DM because I've always been a player, but I've never been a DM before. So that's a goal of mine. I also am a little bit of a graphic designer, I guess you can say. Just a little bit though. Yeah, freelance. And not freelance, but like self-taught kind of thing. Yeah. You piqued my interest. I am a very noob DM. Like, I think my way of storytelling and narrating is not nearly as good as the DMs I've had the honors of playing with. So I will need to learn all the mechanics of D&D once more, but from a DM's POV, to know like what to do during certain situations. So, all in the process of learning about it. Nice to meet you guys though. My name is Len. I hope that you guys continue to support the VCrafters in all their journeys, and I hope you guys have fun. I'm just super thankful that you guys came along, you know, for the ride, not only as us as our characters, but then afterwards us as people. It is very nice. It's very nice. Pull up the Remnant logo. Let me see. Let me see. I did on my Twitter, if you guys may have seen it, I did like these stuff for the shops here. I thought they were really cute. I thought they could be like actual shops. So I'm like, why don't I just like try something out for fun? Nice to meet you guys too. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. If I may
Remy super chatted $5. Good evening, Ms. Lan and all the new Dust Buddies, _Lan heart.
Thank you, Remy. Thank you for the super. If I may be so selfish to promote, because the VCraft Enchanted event started literally on the day of my birthday, I had 2 weeks where I did not promote my birthday merch because I completely forgot. But I worked really hard on my birthday merch because I ended up doing the design for some of the things on there that I really like, but I forgot all about it. So I forgot all about promoting my birthday. Thank you for the super, Remy, again. If you guys would like to check it out, it is on Kala. You can do ! merch to see the items there. But I made, for example, the desk mat that you see here. This desk mat is actually a menu. It's a menu of fantasy stuff that we made on stream, like orc chicharron, mimic Wellington, mandrake fried rice, that kind of thing. So this is something that I designed myself, along with the logo here, Lon's Midnight Diner. So that one's something I made too. And these are all stuff that is in the package. Yeah, so I'm sorry for shamelessly promoting during this VCraft stream. But this is my birthday merch if anyone would ever be interested. Alright, returning back. The next person we're gonna draw is going to be... I think you guys can recognize. This is one of my favorite little guys that had such an amazing talk with me that I would forever remember, not only in game, but also me in real life. Okay, once I get the circle right, then all will be good. Schrodinger's hot dog, yeah. The prices, at first I put $100 for each of them, but then my Mane-san was like, no. I'm like, what do I do then? And then he gave me a list of prices. I'm like, okay, I'll change it. Just ordered, thank you, Mao. Pull it back up. This one. 看看，这是我自己有一些东西的话是我自己做的，我觉得很漂亮。你觉得怎么样？喜欢吗？我特别喜欢 Death Mat， 因为这是我自己画的。我真係2個月都係唔記得，2個星期唔記得 promote， 跟住我啱啱就係唔係今日嘅 CEO 就係咁 message 我講，哇maybe you should promote it。I'm like, oh you're right， 我真係唔記得添啊，哎呀。Thank you so much. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm like so bad. I'm like so bad at drawing this right now. I'm trying to get the right thing. 對，我中文可以說得，但係我廣東話都講得邊邊足足。Yeah. My Vietnamese is definitely the most lacking of all of them, but it's like I'll do my best, I guess. I'll do my best. Of all of them, I think my Chinese is the most fluent, and then my Vietnamese is the worst, and then my Cantor was a mix of both. Yeah. It's a can do. 中文可愛，国语可爱。 我觉得有时候我说中文的时候，因为我平常没有在好像上班说嘛，所以有一点叉叉麻麻的一样。但是我只是想要说多一点，所以说在知报说的时候，这样是我自己练习，因为我是在学校学中文，不是在家里学中文。我的妈妈没有在家里教我中文，这是我在学校学的，所以中文说的时候，有时候比较慢。但是在脑子里，这是怎么来说啊？没有比以前好，因为就是现在少一点说嘛，所以现在有一点差。You can always practice with me. I would love to. More talks with Mint makes me happy. 跟住我講個廣東話嘅時候，就係講好大聲添啊，知唔知道？但係講廣東話一定要加埋英文添咩？冇辦法，這冇辦法 situation，you feel me? On God, no cap, no cap. Oh my God. Let me draw this properly. Đẹp gái, cảm ơn nhiều. Oh my God. So sweet, so sweet, so sweet. Come on. Lamp is having an artist crash out here and Calvin read her book out loud. Fucking it was like, I didn't think he was gonna do it. And then he did. And he kept on going for it. And I'm like, should I just kill him? I couldn't. I probably could not kill him at all, by the way. I literally had like nothing to my name. But I was like, Calvin, I know both these people here love you, but you're gonna die. Fuck, man. Why is this guy so loud? He's supposed to be soft-spoken and stoic, but this guy's reading with so much emotion. This guy discovered like the fucking 8th wonder in this book, apparently, or something like that. She got me so mad. I'm like, shut up! Shut up! Of course, I couldn't say that in character or in game. But I was very... This guy. This is your streamer! This is your streamer! You guys like this guy and he's just a bundle of like... Calvin. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. Fuck this guy, man. I'm sorry. I actually don't mean that. I'm not saying bad stuff to you. Or am I? I should have just bombed the entire place. I should have just gotten around and rid of my gallery. It was like slightly OC Calvin. You heard reading louder. Yeah. I was so funny. And then even you were like, there's no one here, Calvin. It's just us. And I was like, that's so grandma. I thought it was really cute. I truly hope that everyone who came by the art gallery enjoyed all the paintings that were there. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, think that the art gallery that was created was definitely Lamp's full thoughts, full uncensored thoughts that was placed there openly for the world to see. And I can only hope that everyone saw it that way and understood it, you know, in their own ways, because an art is up to the viewer's perception. And I hope that people could see it from Lamb's point of view. The new villain's lamp. Calvin's sand. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Poor guy. No, I'll just draw Boog like this. Boog. I love Boog. Dude, the talk that I had with Boog would probably be one of my like most favorited times of all times. I'm so moved by Boog's actions. Actions, even if Boog wasn't saying anything. Boog was always building too. Boog hosted the entirety of the campfire. Made the campfire, the bonfire, everything. Cleared out the grass, the dirt and everything. Boog found the place to be, which was right in front of my mural and next to the sheriff's. So Boog and cute. Calling it Moments in Magic, I was very happy that I came up with that name. I think if the server map is made public, everyone will want to go to the gallery. I truly hope so. I truly hope so. I really hope so. If someone did enjoy the art gallery, we cubed them. Cube them! The gallery was so beautiful. The book right at the door got me bawling, especially when Mrs. Zealand read it. It resonated with a lot of viewers, I think. It was so impactful along with the paintings. Haruki, stop it. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm gonna cry. Cool there. I'm the sheriff. Yeah, it's funny. He's a really funny guy. So fucking cute. Oh my god. Okay. The mentioned villain, but in the eyes of the creator, was not necessarily a villain. This guy that I only had a few encounters with, yet also had me tearing up like crazy, crying like crazy, with words that I didn't expect to hear as an artist in this world. It's okay. I ended up remaking those drawings, so when the world gets remade, it will be there. You guys will see the paintings. All of them. The missing ones too. I'm very excited. This is the only guy which I'm gonna use color for, because I think it's so like, it's such a important mark. I do catch myself using VCraft catchphrases in real life. I've been saying stuff. Again, catching up with Miss Nubu's way of pronouncing certain words. Slingshot even into random things is really great. Yeah, Jocko got shadow banned again, I noticed. I only encountered Mr. Vitruvius a few times. First time, first few times being in groups. The bunny slippers that I had given him when he had come by, and I asked him regarding magic books. I wasn't streaming then. I gave him the bunny slippers, which I think he ended up showing to other people. When we were at the Korean barbecue. Oh, Clockets has been saying a lot too. And then I gave him the strongest drink. when after the court case, during the court case I saw him, after the court case when he came to town, he said hi, I said hi, and then I ran. I think these are all moments that I remember very vividly, despite them being short moments or moments that were things that I noticed, which is why I decided to draw what I drew as a reflection of my memories, not of words I've been hearing from other people. I think what it was like perception of people change very easily depending on what you hear. But I think that for Lamp to draw her paintings as freely as she could only rely on what she knew and what she saw. So she decided just to draw what she could on her own. And that ended up with the incomplete paintings and then with the eye painting. I honestly did not expect the eye painting to be as impactful as it, I guess, I heard that it was. In-game, Garment had said that this is something that I should definitely show him. But even in-game, I think that Garment would remember how uncertain I was whether or not this was necessary at all. But I think that the reason why Lamp decided to start push that initiative to get him to see if he had time to stop by, despite that little sense of fear, was because her emotions were put out on the painting anyway. And I think that her personality would be the type where if she needs to say something, like whether it be through words or whether it be shown through the drawing, she needs to say something. Like it's hard to bottle it in. I think she's also someone that shows a lot through action as opposed to her words as well. So this was something that she wanted to show, wanted to say. It's called Moments in Magic, but the art was all focused around everyone and their lives rather than actual magic, because the little moments with everyone was the real magic. Fuck. Why'd you say that? Man. Fuck. Man. I also did end up reading that this creation in the end ended up being magical itself, in a way that was different than other forms of magic that existed in the world. And to me, as someone who was pretty adamant on not using magic, that was crazy good wording. I'm like, shit. Yeah. To this day, I still cannot explain how I truly feel about it all, other than that I was very lucky to have this opportunity to be able to play someone that had a little bit of impact. All impact is impact. If I'm able to be in someone's life, then that's all that matters to me. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Moments in magic being the memories you capture because you weren't made yourself. Yeah. Hello, Toki. Yeah, I was like, during that meeting that they had in the town square, I was like, fuck, I can't fight. I don't want to fight. The way that Mr. Vitruvius portrayed his character, the yelling, the anger, was all very real. And as I stated, very much something a human would do. To act out on your emotions, to lash out, to be angry is something that you can only do if you're human. To be able to find enough heart to not destroy the livelihood of townsfolks, to stop by an art gallery right before work, was very human. Knowing that he felt things other than destruction means that you can improve, you can be better. But you can also feel other things, right? That's the most important thing. What makes us more human than the human connections that we form, the bonds that we form with other people, the ability to empathize, to sympathize, the ability to talk, the ability to connect, the ability to resonate, the ability to feel sad, mad. These are all very human traits that I saw in people in my own way. This guy didn't really destroy my art gallery. Seeing paintings of people that he once saw as like next to him. How much more human can you be? Sitting amongst paintings of humans and feeling nothing but memories from them. I absolutely love the way his character was portrayed. Yes, it was a roleplay server, an open roleplay server. But having this type of plotline, having this type of character, it's a lot of burden. A lot of stuff that you can't say to the public. Because it's a character you're playing. But to feel the way that you feel and to act the way that you acted. To move other players in a way that causes so many clashes, so much conflict. And resolutions being unfulfilled or happy. What a fantastic storyteller. Lamb said that her art was weapon, but I feel like law went to the form of retaliation is much more louder than whatever displayed of power Vitruvius threw had over everyone. I do like that. Alyssa, hi Lon, I discovered you because of VCraft and want to say your voice and art are so lovely. That means the absolute world. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Thank you. Yes, acting. The same as Nububu there. Oh my god. Oh, Mr. Zealand with this, you are just a little man. Good night, show. How hard the villain? Yes, it is a very lonely role. It's very lonely. And you're taking damage from all sides, from your character, from other people's characters with their feelings acting out on you, and in the public. You have to fight so many things at once. I want to play a villain. I want to see how it is like to play a villain. To feel those emotions and to act on these emotions. I would like to play a villain in the future. Thank you so much. I'm gonna continue. I only managed to draw 8, guys. I'm so fucking like late for this one. But I really want to watch some quick clips that I really enjoyed. And I also want to show you guys live, if that's okay, Mr. Vitruvius's letter to Lamp, which was this morning, and I didn't expect it at all. At the beginning of the stream, I said that I did not see myself in the way that other people saw Lamp, right? And so hearing these words was so fucking crazy. Hearing words of acknowledgement towards Lamp's character but also like the way that I acted, I guess, was like, oh wow, thank you so much. I was often semi-concerned that either I was doing too much or if I wasn't doing enough. But at the same time, I feel like this is how my character would have acted, because she came down unknown land, meeting these people that she formed. Some of them she formed a emotional attachment to, because it's all she had, right? Finding joy again in a hobby that brought other people joy. The heart-wrenching of it being torn from her, being left behind. So many different types of emotions that she was happy, she was sad about. But I was worried that that I would appear as someone who was too much or forcing it. In my view, though, I don't think I was forcing my character to act the way that she was. I think that in those moments she was truly feeling those moments of like grief. I'm really thankful to the role players who were able to play with me during those moments to make me feel that way. The whole settings is so good, so freaking good. I'm so honored. All right, let's see this one. Ready?
Dear Miss Lamp, there are many in this town I should like to get to know better, but not knowing you as well as I might like is something I would desperately like to change. I know this letter is starting off quite strong, but to feel what I felt, alone in the distance, seeing as the town moved on to create works of wonder without me, lonesome, guilt-ridden and afraid, being presented with not one, but 2 works of art dedicated to me, was a feeling I hadn't felt in all the years that I had been alive. Your brush is a weapon of astonishing power. You claim not to be a warrior, yet with the strength of your artist's mind, you could carve mountains, crush forests, and still an erupting volcano, as you did with me. I went to the gallery minutes before I rode to war, but the moment I saw that eye, I knew it was a war I could never win.
Fuck, man.
To think that someone I barely knew had thought so much about what I had been through and had taken the time to create something so wonderful is still a thought I can barely keep within the confines of my own mind. When I think of it, colors, dreams, fantasies, and stories leak from my eyes and ears like paint.
Fuck,
I could
man,
scarcely describe it at all. It sounds horrifying, and it is. How horrifying? The villain is defeated by a painting. Not just a painting, though. What you said about the spark in my eyes. I pray my tears do not stain the page as I write, but to think of my father, how impossible he was to impress. To now imagine someone I barely knew noticing something as gentle and as quiet as passion in my eyes. It shouldn't be possible. Your heart is boundless, capturing all the colors of the universe as you paint.
Fuck, man.
So, I write this to you as a man in desperation. Please, when you can, come by the community center and tell me all about your art. I want to hear it all, from the grand concepts down to all the minute details. I think of your gallery so often I feel sick. When it's closed, I walk nearby and stop to stare at it. baring your heart for the town to see, and doing so with such flair, honesty, and character. That is magic. Far more than any spell I could cast. The mural of every townsperson is a project of such astounding passion. Someone with a heart as stunted as mine couldn't imagine that much generosity, that much variety of emotion. Thank you for cutting out my heart and showing it to me. You found a way to make it look very beautiful. You're a great mystery to me, but I hope I never solve it. Yours truly, now and always, Vitruvius II.
Fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck? It's a whole thing again of being noticed. Like, what the fuck? He's so eloquent. That's how I want to speak. That's how I want to be able to articulate my feelings. But he does it in a way that makes you know that he was listening. He notices. And I think that's just what Lamp wanted. As a painter, she just wanted to be noticed again. The notice for her work, but of course showing everyone how she noticed them. But I think that she wanted to be noticed too. So that's why Grandma meant giving her words. Doc and Omi being so like Doc, Omi, and Mr. Hero being so giddy about her work made her feel noticed. A lot. Lamb's character meant so much more than you think. Lamb was able to see the villains beyond what they were seen by the rest of the town, and you were able to express them so beautifully. Maru, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ah, God. Freak, man. There's beauty in life. We don't need we don't need to live in fear anymore. Let's live for tomorrow. Ah, the artist landed the first blow before the final battle. Ah, fuck. A picture says 1,000 words, does it not? Yes, it does. And I hope that my mural spoke of novellas and tombs to come. I hope the mural lasts forever, preserved by what the world knows to be magic, and I hope that generations to come are able to see the stories that are written in the mural. He said more to your OOC on the stream. I saw the afterwards and I was like flabbergasted. There's no way I've never have ever gotten a compliment as so, because I've never had this opportunity to roleplay like so. So as my first time doing like a semi-serious RP, getting this experience, hearing these words back is like, damn. Jesus, damn. Do you guys know that when I was putting down the signs for all the paintings, I was crying as I was writing them, typing them out. Yeah. Damn. Thank you so much for these words. It is the world. Yeah. You're very warm and powerful. Damn. Thank you. Lamb always thought she was watching from the sidelines unseen, but really she was watching from the front row, and all the cast was there staring back at her with smiles, and she was loved. I'm gonna end it all, to be honest. Fuck, man. Oh, fuck. Man. When people were coming to the art gallery in groups, and people were waiting for the art gallery to be opened, the emotional aspect was very, very prevalent. Being noticed and recognized for your work, but being recognized and noticed for the work that you've put in, could possibly be the greatest gift you can give to an artist. Secondly, being noticed. Well, being noticed is the top thing. Wait, I think that's the same thing. Yeah, being noticed is the greatest gift. That it meant a lot when people came. And I remember crying. I was crying during the opening. I was like, fuck, man. And even Omi was coming like, are you crying? I wanted to check on you because I figured you'd be crying. I'm like, fuck, you know me. Yeah, I'm crying. It was very awesome. To lighten things up, I want to end it on two clips in one video. One video being like a compilation, like a mini compilation of the last day, and the other two being really funny clips that I really like. Yeah, Omi was so sweet. All right, let's watch this real quick. These are really funny, so.
I want everyone to hear this.
My whittle whiskey kitten, I would love to feed this tomato pasty inside your mouth. Open ya, master.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god. Oh. I want everyone to hear.
Oh, Mary kills me. I can go on and on and on about these amazing, amazing characters. Mary, Mr. Magic Weather, the man who started off as a capitalist, going on to be a man that creates life, the one who creates and uplifts, using an accident as a changing point and how he develops his character. Oh, how beautiful it was. Seeing that he actually showed me his secret magic. Creating land, growing grass. Like, how magical can it be? How much more magical can you be to heal nature itself and to reverse the damage that you did, even if it was accidental? Like, how beautiful. Mr. Magic Weather was one of my favorite characters. A character that was also present, but also had a character development that I really enjoyed following. Literal miracle magic. Even throughout the fight, he was trying to fix the various holes that was in the crater. Throughout the fight, too. He threw out the destruction magic he tried learning, and he took up on the magic of healing instead. Not physically healing, but like reversing that damage, you know? I really loved Mr. Magic Weather as a character. Oh wait. Sorry. I have one more drawing I gotta do before we go on to the last two videos. I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing. This one is really important to me. I gotta really quickly speak about him. Because this guy is a very pivotal character in everyone's story, I would say. For many reasons. For many reasons was he a very pivotal character. I think the first thought that everyone thought of him was that he is a very loud character. He is unapologetically loud. He is unapologetically Clifford Rolexis. He is a man that stayed true to his character. Right? He is a man that is true to his boldness. He is not afraid of taking on action in ways. He's not afraid of like talking, right? He's not afraid to be himself and continue being himself, which I think is the reason why, because he was able to lock in his character so hard that it made us all feel a bit more comfortable to roleplay ourselves. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Clifford Rolexis, I will be honest, I don't know if some events that occurred would have ever occurred without him being a part of VCraft enchantment. Maybe not for like the fights necessarily, but for like, the townsfolk, for example. Him being involved in literally everything. And at the same time, involving people in everything that he did was so meaningful. He was not afraid to talk to people. He was not afraid to be himself in front of new people. He very much opened himself to everyone. And in turn, allowed people themselves to be opened as well. I think that Ruse did such a fantastic job in portraying this unapologetic character. And I think the reason why everyone in New Wichita was so off about his ending speech was because despite him, you know, kind of being this goofball, you can say, he was, I want to say, an anchor to the town. To me, he was an anchor. To me, I think that he was very important. Yeah, I think he was very important in everyone kind of enjoying the server in the first place, but then I don't know how to explain it. I am just so happy that he decided to stick around and play more. Because had he only come in the first day and not come in on the other days, maybe there would be a world where Lamp wouldn't have met Mayor Clifford on that one night. She would never would have been called Little German Boy. I was going to the church to pray with my kimchi as a kind of like to give to like devotion. I think I muted myself, and I don't know when I muted myself. But I was just saying that his understanding of situations is so good. I don't know if he does it unconsciously or if he is just that good. But his awareness is amazing. Also, I just realized that I'm playing the wrong music. I'm so sorry. I meant to play this one. He is a character that I think we needed. I think Lamp needed. He was... I think he was very important. I've come to like the nickname Little German Boy because it's the start of how the whole thing of speaking Japanese in this realm, that whole joke of it being German instead, was started by Clifford Rolexis. I first met Mr. Mayor in the town when I was just putting in my vending machine. And I like it because it's my nickname. He doesn't call anyone. He doesn't call Lamp. He calls Lamp Little German Boy. He doesn't call other players Little German Boy. So how meaningful is it to have a nickname? Like how Mr. Magic Brother is Mia, you know? I really really like the mayor. I really, really, really like the mayor. And the scene at the end with the gallery, his appreciations of all the little things, all the big things. The change of seeing Lamp finish this gallery filled with memories that she's made over the past 2 weeks. She was very, very happy that he got to see her through these paintings and to see her directly. The mayor of our hearts. Yeah, what a fantastic man. Clifford Alexis. What a fantastic, fantastic man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. His chat was very kind. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. Little trim boy. Kane, barbecue. That one was truly my peak of fake crying. Yeah. It was very, very nice. I really appreciate him. He did screenshot all the paintings. Like, fuck! How could you tear me apart like this? My heart. Oh, I was so moved, guys. I was so moved. I was so moved. I called him Mr. Mayor. I found that I take on the same things as I do in real life. No, not in real life, but as Lan. I put Mr., Miss, Lady in front of everything. Yeah. I really appreciate it. I have so much I want to say about all the role players that were involved here. Yeah. What a dream the server was. I hope that through this you guys can see the reason why VCraft has not left my mind at all. It's so hard to escape from a time where you've created a character that's built so many of these different types, these different variety of bonds. But yeah, I'm very grateful. Okay, let's watch the last two clips real quick, so I don't take any more of you guys' time. Okay, so this is also the fucking Mary clip. It's so good. Yeah, you ready? With Mr. Willerton. You ready?
Yeah.
We have pomegranate cake.
That's mine, actually. That sounds great. Kind of want that.
All right, here you go. Would you like me to bless it for you?
Yeah.
Master.
Yeah. Bless it.
All right.
Praise me.
Are you
Do
ready?
it.
But you have
Worship
to join
me.
You have to join me.
No, I'm not. No,
you have to.
No, I'm not. No, I don't think so.
You have to do it, otherwise it doesn't work, Wilson.
I don't give a fuck.
Fine. Do it now.
Okay, fine.
Three.
Well, I was supposed to join
Three.
earlier, but then
3, 2, 1.
in
Moi.
Moi.
happenings of
Moi.
cars and
Kyun.
There you go. Eat your pomegranate cake. Eat it.
I can't. I'm not hungry.
You have to eat it right now while I'm looking at you.
I'm not hungry.
This place is a scam.
Eat it, Woolerton. Eat it or you're not going to get your chocolate milk.
I don't know anything about
No, don't say that. Thing. Yeah.
We have pomegranate cake.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I love this clip so much. This clip is so freaking funny. I needed to share that with you guys again. I need to share that so badly. The clip is so freaking funny. Oh my god. The amount of laughter it brought to me when I first saw it, because I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I was there. In my head, I was there. In reality, I was not there. Okay, maybe these stuff will be copyrighted, so we'll see. I mean, not copyrighted, but like the songs, you know? Let's see. This is a video by Emil. YouTube. I'm so sorry, it's cut off here. Why is it cut off? Oh my god, I'm so bad at doing this. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. I think that's fine.
And then I will always fly away. To trip and fall because I can take one heck of a
I love that you can't hear him when he reaches a certain height. Bravo! Bravo!
Go, John. Go, John. You got this. Go, go, go.
It's starting. It's starting.
Is that not copyrighted?
No.
The remix.
Oh, that's the remix. I see.
What is this, bro? What is bro playing?
Get up, Faye, get up!
My eyes! My eyes! My Get these crows out of here!
Rosie, do you take John to be your lawfully wedded wife, your best friend and love for life?
I do!
You may do whatever you like.
Is that a leash? Is this cold?
No, it's the ring. It's a ring. It's a ring.
You may Yuri Peck shift key the bride.
They're ascending to Yuri heaven.
Congratulations, quitting your job to become a housewife. I bought this from Broadway.
Oh, why are they on fire?
This is not the throne of games.
This is 3, 2,
Can I get up?
1. Woo! Who got it? Oh my god, Miss Eileen?
I saw it before it was.
No.
Wait, I need to
We're still awake.
Everybody else, throw
my
to Yuri.
Was it tasty? Once!
Before I leave, I will read the scripture one last time.
Yeah!
In the beginning, Mother Nature breathed life into all things. Honestly, she ate. The 12 were with her and assisted in all which was needed. Work.
Say it.
She was fair with all and ruthless when required. Slay. Pray.
Praise the Lord.
Pray, give your thanks and offerings that she may bless you evermore. And in all things we say, gay men.
Let me show you how it's done. Like so. Slingshot! Fuck! Ow, my legs.
He made
Oh,
it.
perfect. First try. Fuck, I broke it again!
Mr. Mayor, I think you should just walk upon it very gracefully instead of anything else.
Have I ever told you about my -1 luck? Well, it exists. It's very real. For the man and the mayor and the man behind the mayor, whoever that is, please work. Fuck! I don't care! Slingshot!
Hello.
Hello.
This chest is awesome.
Why are you getting so close to me?
Please, put this on.
You're not serious.
Yes! Yes!
人生は一度きり
The crazy, the 3D line.
あなたを首輪 I forgot the rest of the song. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Oh, you want to grind XP for your magic? Grind on this!
Firstly, I must
That's my son.
I must apologize. As beautiful as snow can be, I'm quite weak to the cold. I happen to have a bottled meadow, much like his.
Killing
You
Much
wanted
so
to
today caught
rain?
Well, I'd rather rain than snow. It's quite cold.
What? Oh my god. Sorry, go
But
on.
in any case,
No, I agree. Rain over snow. You're
No.
as it happens, I spend much time up on my balcony and listen to the wind, and at times I actually hear songs come to my mind. In our second or third day here, there was a song of two of us here actually that came to my mind, and I've since modified the lyrics a little bit so they might be more suited to the present. This is The Feud of Vitruvius and Clifford. What? "'Twas the feud of Vitruvius and Clifford, known and witnessed by all witch and wizard. Aye, these two, they disputed and bickered, deep in the mine and down by the river.
Okay, Bart. Okay.
One born to Willerton, the wife of a wizard.
No.
Ah, yes.
Mommy.
One once despicable witch-hunting Clifford.
All right, hold
Now
on.
the man and the mare, tender bonds do they share. No longer feuding, Vitruvius and Clifford."
So good. So good. Oh, crap. That's so good.
Thank you so much.
Don't do anything. Garden said.
Hold on, don't worry. I'll turn you up.
Just a little bit.
What was that?
Disgusting opinion. Disgusting opinion.
Oh my god, shut up.
Me.
Oh.
I was really happy.
No way.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's all over.
At some point, I actually will say that I was trying to get on the podium too, and I slingshot myself a bit too far, and I ended up behind everybody. It was still nighttime, the mage light was on, everybody was facing the front towards the camera, and I just stood there for a moment from the back, and I just was looking at everybody on there. I'm like, wow. I'm a lucky, lucky painter to have gotten this chance in this lifeline. In this lifetime, to have met them all. I'm a lucky, lucky painter indeed.
My word, this is beautiful.
Look, Calvin, you're right there.
Fifi's there too. Fifi.
Oh shit.
My word. My. Thank you.
All aboard.
Oh, this train. Oh, this killed me.
I didn't even do anything.
Jamal, don't leave! Jamal, don't leave! Jamal, stop! Jamal, stop! Jamal, stop!
Oh my.
No way.
Who's driving this train?
Oh my god.
How do I get in the train? Oh fuck.
You have to go around, Mr. Mayor.
Get the view outside.
No, I don't want to. Hold on.
Yeah?
Please hold.
Oh, it's my girl. What's left of it?
Yeah, we've been telling you. Wait,
That's how you get us in.
We're not seeing it.
Ah! My word! My word! I burst through the window!
Close the window!
The scenic remains of the tower.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, it feels like a lifetime ago. Totem on Natsukashi.
Remember 13 days ago we started here.
Oh my god. Get out.
No, I don't want to fall.
Again. Just kidding. My word.
Again.
Who the hell did that?
Charlie. All right, back to the bonfire.
Hi.
Charlie bit my finger.
I love that guy.
Mr. Mayor.
Shake it!
Hold on. No, you must wait for the shaking. The dessert comes after dinner. Anyway, I guess I'll start this by saying slingshot.
Yo, he's our farming.
All right, and that's my whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. I came to this land, a stranger to many of you, probably most of you. I came here alone and unsure of the man I was and unsure of the man I should be. Despite the hate in my heart and the rage in my soul, I found something here that I haven't felt in a long time. It's tempting to monologue about my legacy, to tell tales of my exploits, but this isn't a story about me or you or any one of us. This is a story about found family, about community. It is true that community isn't free in the strictest sense. Community costs something. It costs time, it costs compassion, and it costs a goodwill towards people who may not extend that same grace to you. But in that sense, community is the only thing in this world that is free. It is the love that can't come from money. It can't come from power or magic. It is the gift that can only exist in our hearts and be shared freely with those we care for. It may be that we will all diverge on the path moving forward into the dark woods of our future. But remember that your time here, when life feels mercurial or temporary, when solitude feels as your only companion, remember this. You are never, never truly alone. All of us are but fleeting fireflies in those dark woods.
Oh.
But our memories are forever, and community is always just around the next bend, waiting for you to shine together in the cold dark, waiting for you to take that leap of faith, join hands, and build it together. Okay, I hate you all, bye!
Oh,
No, you don't want that.
That's my mayor!
That's our wish. That is 100%.
Yeah, where's the shaking? We were promised shaking. Oh, yeah!
He was meant to be Clifford Rolex's was meant to be.
I will always shake it before loving any individual fucking soul in this dung heap.
That's our man.
You were amazing.
That's our man.
Thank you. Yes, he really is.
Fly away.
Oh, this is so good. I saw
Butterfly,
this on
my
Netflix too.
friend. Explore the entire world to its very end. Fly away, butterfly, my dear. Tell me of all the things you'll see and hear. From the mountains and their piercing peaks to the oceans and the seven seas. Tell me of the people and the stories they speak, and I'll listen intently when we meet. Fly away, butterfly, my friend. I'll be waiting even long after you've left. Please remember, butterfly, my dear, when you've nowhere left to go, home will be right here.
Fuck!
And that's it.
That is so good. That is so good. Yeah, this is... Yeah. Will Lamp ever escape the VCraft pill? No. After that, no. Are you kidding me? Are you joking me right now? Oh my god, there's no way to escape. But these characters that felt so deeply, so humanly. You just want to sit there and listen to her stories all day. Yet the world is cruel and we can't do that. But again in our hearts, New Witchington, the residents will wake up tomorrow like they always do. They'll go to the bakeries, go to the farms, they will say hi to each other. Just like usual. Because it's just another new day after all. The chapter of this book may end, but the stories won't. And the chapters will always be there for you guys to read again and again. From the perspective of so many people. So many characters to catch up on. What a lovely story it was, wasn't it, guys? Yeah. VCraft concert, there's so many amazing singers. There's a lot. There's actually quite a lot. What made the E13 so special is that it really feels like characters were saying the fare thee wells. Yeah. It really was. It was such a smart move on Boog's part for saying that staying in character for the last day, even with the bonfire, would be a good choice. And I agree now a lot. Who knows, maybe this was just one of the wonderful chapters, or one of the portions of the series. Characters may appear, disappear, reappear, but I guess you'll have to tune in. Yeah, isn't that right, readers? Well, dear readers, did you guys have a fun time? How was your journey in New Witchington? Was it everything you thought you would hope to see? Did you love your characters as much as they love their own characters? I hope the readers all thoroughly enjoyed everything as the characters themselves did. So much to the point where they still have a difficult time with it being over now. It was an unforgettable time. I also went in with no expectations and came out with a beautiful story that I can imagine a continuation and ending of, with bonds that I never imagined that I would ever make. Words I can now repeat. And memories to last me for many years, I feel like. Thank you for giving life to Lamp, the little German boy. Thank you for allowing me to breathe life into it. Again, it is so meaningful to hear people's reaction of what we know now to be Lamp. New Wichita's painter, who's opened up her own gallery, Moments in Magic. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, dear viewers. I hope that we can meet again in any lives. And I'll see you guys next time. I think this is a good place as any to end. Well, readers, did you have a good time? Good night. It's been really fun. Thank you for making everything so fun. What's a lamp?
Remy super chatted $5. An amazing chapter comes to a close and end brings a new beginning and a new chapter of a beautiful story being written right before our eyes : _land heart.